Everybody down to clown? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay!
I was scared.
Trepidatious, I guess is the word.
Alright, gang. Let's get started. We return to a distant corner of the Underdark that the civilized drow in their wondrous cities would much rather prefer to forget. A noxious swampland turned settlement populated by criminals and outcasts of society, where cursed water drips down from above, corrupting the air, the soil, and the spirits of those who dwell within. As part of an equivalent exchange between planes, a massive stone elemental has entered through a rift opened by Alok, our resident rogue and bearer of the amulet, and its thunderous steps echoed through the marsh as it splintered trees and sundered the ground where it stepped. Alok brushes the dirt and the dust of the earth elemental plane from his clothes as he peers down the way at a swathe of fallen trees and giant circular footprints and begins to consider his next course of action. On the other side of the forest, the elemental has burst through a section of trees near enough to where Gallet, smelling like literal doo-doo, can feel the tremors that rip through the marsh. The rest of our heroes, having been staring in the exact opposite direction of the house where Gallet is pooping, turn at the last moment to watch the tree line give way to a hulking behemoth of a creature with arms like wrecking balls, crusted with granite, eyes like polished shale running down its chest, sand still pouring down from its body as it basks in the putrid air of Kalsana. The stage is set for some kind of conflict. This is a stranger to this land, an unexpected and perhaps highly unwelcome presence that the Pale King is no doubt aware of the instant that the rest of you are aware of it. What this will lead to, what manner of conflict, is yet to be seen. But, as a wizard named Portia once said, you cannot run from your fate, but you can overcome it. That being said, what will you do? Let's start with our group that has just watched this thing emerge from the woods, since we are already on this map. This thing is actually, it's probably like a few steps back, but now that you've seen the token for effect, you know what I mean? It's probably like still coming out a little bit of a distance away, but even from a distance, you can tell how massive it is.
Before we move on, I just want to say, I just want to appreciate for that, since everyone was looking away and knew what my action was, there was a split second when the earth tremored. One of them had to think, did I do that? Just for 1 second, just before we go on.
Absolutely not. 100%.
This is a lucky shit, okay? We don't do anything half-assed. No pun intended.
Pun definitely intended.
The great wolf will be proud.
Gallet's closest. Gallet, what are you doing?
Gallet, by the way, it's the way that the house is represented, it looks solid, but there's definitely holes on that side of the house that you can peer through which you can watch this thing lumbering through the trees.
Crap, 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 crap. I'm pulling up my pants. Crap, 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 crap. And I get out the front door. Guys!
Suma, Ruby, and Zisha, you all turn and watch Gallet come out. You guys definitely hear this thing. Even if you don't have super direct line of sight, it wouldn't take much effort for you guys to quickly peek around the corner and watch, even from a distance, as this thing approaches.
We're running!
Yes.
Bats! What's the bats?
Yeah, are they parked somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you guys for sure at some point dropped them at the temple. Whether you got upon them again,
we're not leaving.
Come here, or would you have would you have gone on foot?
Didn't we tell them to stay in the stalactites?
Some of them you did say to do that.
I think I don't know.
And then
At least for mine, I don't know if I did because I was very much like I don't trust that water because like the water's dripping.
I feel like there's a conversation where we were talking about where to put them, and there was something about them flying off or going
you
above.
can decide right now where you would want to have left them.
I think I probably would have told mine to rest in the ceiling somewhere. I don't think they would be here.
I think Zisha would have followed your lead.
Okay, then
you guys would have followed each other's leads.
If we'd already decided a
Yeah.
place to put them, then I wouldn't just have mine with me then. So
You can call to them telepathically, but it will take them some time to arrive where you are.
Come to me, Scruffles. And
Yes, master.
I'm going to what day give me a second while I look at my options. I don't know what day it is. I think I've already used one. I've already used one. All right, yeah, so I'm just booking it. Just opposite direction, booking it.
Which way? Like towards the rest of the trees? This way?
Yep, just booking it.
Gallet, would you be thinking about Alok right now? Of like where he might be?
I mean, it's on my mind because I was just talking to him a second ago, but like, I know that dude's stealthy, so like, he should be fine.
Okay. Seeing as Gallet kind of like begins to take off in the other direction, what do the rest of you do?
What direction is the temple
The
in?
temple was on this side. This is the temple. This is somewhere else.
Oops,
Temple is
I don't
west
think
or left. Temple is to your left.
is to our left. Okay, so
All right.
I think Ruby and I had a similar idea at the end of last time, but I don't know if Sima would have said it out loud, but I think he turns to everyone and is like, says something along the lines of seems like the Pale King has a new follower. Do you think we should introduce him to the rest?
Sure, yeah, great temple, sure, yeah, I mean, the Pale King is super powerful, he should be able to just handle this on his own.
And I'll start heading in the direction of the temple and making a bunch of noise. Like being very conspicuous about it.
You're trying to like bait this thing's attention.
Yeah.
Okay. You begin to make your way back towards the temple. Kind of like as you guys begin to make your march, you watch as mist coalesces in front of you, front of the path, like along the way. You watch as the Pale King's form reemerges from the mist. Kind of right in front of you. This is just the default Mind Flare token from... What the... Is it Control H?
Control Z.
No, to
or
show.
Shift. Yeah, Shift Z. Sorry, Shift Z.
Shift Z. That's what it is. Just the default Mind Flare token. You watch as you kind of head in that direction. He emerges from the mist. You can tell that this is not his corporeal form. This is some manner of projection onto the mist, or just some innate ability that he has. He appears. He says, "It appears we have an unexpected visitor. I do not think any of you have the capability of summoning such a creature. Where then, I wonder, did it come from?"
I assume he's saying this while we're like, if he's just standing in one position while we're running, we just zoom past him while he's saying it.
Yeah, you're just gonna keep booking it?
Yeah! Something summoned it! Run!
Okay. Then he kind of glides with you, like speaking just at you as you all run, seemingly
Chatty.
unhindered by the physical strain of having to move as fast as you are running currently.
Cool.
He says, "You are abandoning your search, then?"
I wouldn't say that! Just temporary! Waiting it out!
Sure.
It seems like there's something that's been new added to the fold. Surely someone as powerful as you can just take over its mind? Does it have one?
Is that what you want from me?
You're super powerful. You could take this guy out in like a second, man.
Interesting. I will try. And you watch the mist projection. You kind of like barrel through it, and it dissipates as you do so. As you make your escape towards the temple, he begins to do something to that elemental. But as we cut away from that, as you continue moving in the opposite direction, as the Pale King moves towards the elemental, we follow that line of broken trees down all the way to where it originated. A little crater where Alok stands, having just returned from the Earth Elemental Plane. Alok, from your vantage point, in the straight line in the relative flatness of the marsh, you can see in the distance the hulking back of the elemental. You are acutely aware that this thing came from where you just were, and that your opening of that rift is likely what let it come here.
Okay.
What do you do?
I will first do a little bit of that.
Got it.
Not great, but I think when I like, if I follow straight of the footsteps, I'm gonna go to it. If I go like a little bit left of the footsteps, am I gonna go to the city still?
You can definitely like chart like a path parallel to the one that the elemental took,
Yeah.
so that you would still be amongst the trees, moving stealthily.
Mm-hmm. And
But-
also, when I get there, I want to be a good bit away from it.
Okay, so you want to be kind of like at a distance to where it emerges.
Yeah.
From your just looking at this map, would you be going to the right side or the left side?
I don't think there's a reason for me to do one or the other, so right side.
Right side. So you would be like moving here-ish, like on
Yeah.
that side. Got it. Understood. So you begin to stealth your way. Is there any thought that you have of contacting the others? Because Galad is semi-aware that you've already met up with Portia, but you haven't kind of checked
In
in
a
since.
in a mechanical sense, I have to use an action to do that every time, and I'd rather use that to sprint. So I'm
Okay.
just running.
So we'll say that Ilok is running full sprint, just trying to get away from the site of where Portia and the Rift were located. Okay, so we are agreeing the course of action you were taking is that everybody is fleeing from this site. The Pale King is aware of the elemental, and you are aware that he's going to where it is. This is all correct, yes?
When you say it like that, you're making it very obvious there are flaws.
No.
But that is what we said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
That's-
I'm
yeah.
just checking. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, for sure.
To be clear, I want to be at least like 30 feet from the trail that he is on.
Okay, 30 feet from the trail. There's not enough room on the map that I made, but that is
Yeah.
okay. I'll take you guys back to a neutral map for a moment. After some time, Alok, you emerge at the end of the woods. You see that the earth elemental is fixed in place. It seems frozen by something, by some kind of effort. And you watch as mist kind of swirls around it, and eventually the mist coalesces into the Pale King, who doesn't seem to be paying any mind to you, unable to read your mind, to glean your position, you being stealthy, having moved through these trees. You watch as the Pale King exposits out loud, because he's the type of dad to do that. He says, I had long surmised that the wizard must have gone to another plane in order to avoid detection by me, but there were so many. It would have taken far too long to navigate each and every single one, let alone locate where in that plane she might have hidden. But this stone, the shape of this creature, there is only one place it must have come from. And you watch as the Pale King looks at the line that has been torn through in the forest, and he goes, "And I think now I have an idea where she must have departed from. How interesting." He looks at the elemental, and the elemental there's a very slow swipe at him, just kind of lumbering forward to strike at him. It just kind of passes through this particular mist form, and he just looks at it and he says, "You may do with the city what you wish. I know not what forces called you here, but it is yours. It seems my prize is already within reach." And he moves down at a leisurely pace, as if certain that he doesn't need to be in a hurry to get to where he's going. He's not taking full bonus action dash actions to get to where he's going.
Is he in mist form going down the path?
Yeah, he's just moving down that way. You're not sure what his capabilities are in this form.
Mm-hmm.
So you're unsure if he's just going to scout or if he's going to do a thing, but you do know that he's traveling, he's tracing the tracks of where this elemental came from to determine what the origin point was. Having seen that, perhaps gasping a little bit, panting a little bit from having sprinted through the woods for a solid few minutes, what is your move, Alok?
Pull out the sending stone. Get Gallet. So he's going to where the portal is to Portia. He figured it out. You guys might want to get your bats and come back. Go to where the elemental came from. Follow its footprints in the woods.
Okay.
Well, either that. I don't actually know though, because I don't know if it's his actual form or if he's going to send his army.
Ah, it sucks. Okay.
If he sends the army, it's the time to strike, right?
All right, I have idea. Bad, good, meh. Well,
Do you want me to come to you or want me to go back?
I'm coming to you. All right.
Okay.
Crud. This is bad. Thoughts and people.
What are you thinking, Gallet?
All right.
Tell us what to do.
Okay. So, call your bats to here now. Here now. Stop. Don't think. And
Do as the man says.
Yeah. All right.
You all summon your yum bats. They descend from above. Scruffles, "What's going on, Master?" Dara,
All right.
"I am here if we need to fight." Reginald, reporting for duty.
Okay, so
on and so on.
So crappy things are happening. Hopefully the guy's distracted. I don't understand how his stuff works and how big his mental stuff is, but right now he knows where Portia is. And it seems like he's going down there. I need all of you to get on your bats and fly as high as you can to the very tippy top. Hopefully you're out of range. And go back to where the golem was and follow back the footsteps to where the Portia would be. You guys need to get up now. We don't have much time. If there's any chance of him not reading your mind, it's now. So go. I'll get there on foot and back up Alok. Stop thinking. Don't think. Don't think, do. Captain Command, go. No think. Caterpillars. Think of a purple elephant on a ship. There we go.
Yeah, the phone's still on. What do you say?
Oh my god.
You too, Alok. You too. Scruffles, I need you to go with them as well. I'll be fine.
You want to go on foot, Master?
No, you need to fly. You need to fly and stay with them.
Oh, got it.
Purple elephant. Go, and I leave.
Okay. So wait, so you're going on foot. Scruffles is flying.
Yeah.
Okay. Quickly, your young bats scoop you up and begin to deliver you in the direction of this little crossroads that you had stayed at previously. The site of the shit, if you will. Um, Gallet, however, you move forward on foot, so you are behind where everybody else is.
Yeah.
Is there any sort of like plan or motions, actions you're taking, kind of in the gap between when they get there and when you get there?
Uh, there's no good way about this because like it's a measure of how prepared we will be versus how much he'll be able to know depending on that. But okay, I have a question then.
Mhm.
This should probably decide it. For my flock of familiars,
Okay.
the way that I am able to shunt feels in and out of reality with your action? Am I able to do that with flock of familiars, or would they just go away?
Um, if the language of the spell says that you treat them exactly as your like back to the chain familiar,
Mm-hmm.
then sure. If the language is says that it's something different, then I would say that is like a unique property of just feels.
Each familiar uses the same rules and options for a familiar conjured by the Find Familiar spell.
Okay. That if it applies to just any familiar, it applies to them as well.
Yeah. So, I guess for the remaining time while going there, I will be summoning the flock and then just shunting them away.
So you're summoning them and like putting them in like a pocket dimension where like the
Yeah.
familiar.
Just so their mind can't be read and know
Okay.
that they're there.
The familiar plane. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
Gallet.
nice.
So you're gonna be off screen. Actually, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put you over there in the corner. Suma, Zisha, and Ruby arrive, batted up. I'm assuming Alok, you also call upon Shadow, as you wait there, or
So my
is she
plan
staying on
was right after I talked to Gallet, I was gonna follow the Illithid. If I could I keep up with him with my like while being stealthy?
Hmm. Are you gonna travel down the main path, or are you gonna travel through
Well,
the
in the
trees?
trees, yeah.
So the thing about the trees is, while you are much more able to be concealed there. It's a lot of like things you're like hurdling over and things you're watching out for. So you're not moving at top speed, while maintaining stealth.
Okay.
So you can you can go full speed and down the main trail, but you would be a lot less stealthy about it. Or you can go slowly through the trees.
I'll
Not
take the
slowly, but
stealth.
relatively.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just stay hidden and I'll find him when I get there. So.
All right. Now we're gonna cut back to Suma and Ruby. You have mounted your bats. You are soaring above. So I would say you guys have. I would say you guys are where you are on this map right now. Like you just soared over. You just found where the trail is. Um, you actually see that the elemental has kept going down, just not in a particular direction towards the city or towards the temple. It doesn't seem to care about uh, the conflict. Doesn't care about the Pale King or the regular Drow. It just cares about like, I'm gonna destroy whatever in my path, and I'm just gonna move in a straight line. So it hasn't. I mean, none of you particularly got close enough to it to like ask it to go anywhere. You perhaps could. I will say I'll place it somewhere actually. I would say you arrive, and it is down here. You are soaring above it, and this. One second. This building is no more. Over here in the corner. It has been torn down. So it kind of like in the interim between when you left and have now quickly gone back, it has destroyed that building and just kept walking down towards this line of trees. You see actually that it is covered in these strange, like kind of like spores of like weird like green sprouts, like kind of almost mold growing upon its back in like bits and pieces. And you can see that the trail that it took seems to have taken it near this pitcher plant, and it decided to leave it alone, as if it like came near and then kind of like diverted its attention elsewhere. So that's kind of like what you would surmise that this thing has been doing since you last saw it. If you are wanting to lure it back in that direction, now is the time. Or are you just gonna fly right towards kind of the where Portia is?
Okay. I'd probably ask Suma, like, okay, purple elephants or whatever he said. I don't know what animal that is. But what should we? Would bringing a golem make things worse? Better? Same? I could bang on my shield and see if that would attract it.
Well, if it's on our side, then better, but I worry that the Pale King would bend its mind and use it against us.
Right. And he could have done it, but he didn't.
He didn't. That's true. Would Suma have any idea if he tried to talk to the elemental? Would it understand?
It does speak a language. I guess make an intelligence or arcana check or something, like what you know about elementals. I'll allow that arcana make sense there.
Sure.
Oh, you happen to speak rock.
Okay, you know enough about elementals to be able to understand what's going on here. You look at it. This thing does not have much of a consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps that is why the Pale King decided to leave it alone. It can hardly think for itself. It is a pretty mindless being,
Mm-hmm.
and perhaps because of that, the Pale King's preferred method of bending wills is not applicable here. It can't like seduce it with words or like influence or even none of that stuff. It is closer to a construct than a living being. But you also know that it does speak a language. It speaks Terran, which is kind of like the language of the elemental plane of Earth. I believe it's like a weird dialect of Primordial or some shit like that. You don't know how to speak Terran.
No,
but,
I don't know.
What? You don't know?
You can also tell that this thing has not been influenced by the Pale King. In fact, calling back to, you don't know what happened with what Alok was seeing, but it's more that it was trying to kill the Pale King for a while, standing still, and couldn't understand why its fists were going through it. And then once the Pale King was gone, it was like, okay, I'm gonna break something else now.
Okay. With that information, to the girls, I'll say, I think this thing is more useful fending off his army of actual people than the Pale King himself. So maybe we can try to make him go in the direction of where they'd be coming from. Slow them down a bit.
Sure.
And I don't have much I can do about that, but could I try sending a firebolt like into the mud somewhere, like in the direction of where the people are, just to be like light and sound over in this direction?
Sure. I'm going to borrow that nat 20 for a moment, and I think that in the instant that you appraise this, mind racing, adrenaline pumping, a certain clarity of vision comes over you, and you kind of devise the perfect way to use what you have at your disposal to try and get this thing's attention. So I think what you would have to do is kind of like hit it first. Like, get its attention by, like, because it's not looking in that direction, right? So I think it comes to you like, okay, if I hit it and then, like, make it look like that thing came from somewhere else, kind of like, you know, put another bolt of light in that direction, make it look like that's where it was, it might get its attention. So I just need you to roll an attack roll for your firebolt. I believe it's an attack roll.
It is, yes.
That's definitely going to hit. Feel free to roll damage if you please.
Okay.
Does it die?
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
Kill it.
Huh?
Yep, it's 2d10. 2d10.
Okay.
Oh my
2d10
God.
damage. Yeah, that's definitely enough to get this thing's attention. It immediately, like, you burn some, you singe some of the mold that was like had begun to like sporify upon its back, and it
Mold
like
buddy.
turns very slowly.
Sorry, buddy.
And by the time it takes so long to like boom, boom, like make a full turn in that direction, that by the time it turns, it sees fire burning kind of like in a small bit of marsh and muck that you had sent that firebolt down the road to, and you watch as it seems enraged. You look at it, you watch as it looks in that direction, and you watch it just sink perfectly into the mud without disturbing the mud whatsoever. It just sinks perfectly into it. Difficult to tell if it is physically being pulled down or if it is being one with the earth. And you can't see any bulging or any like rippling through the mud or any disturbance of the stones, but you can almost like feel like the weight of this thing as it burrows underground in the direction of the temple. So that is where the elemental is going. That's the play, okay? We have established that. This piece is going elsewhere. Wonderful. In that direction.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
running through the jungle. What's that bulge over there?
Oh, yeah. Gallet. Definitely? Okay, Gallet would run into this. Gallet, as you are moving, you see
No.
behind you, everybody in town is being mobilized. It happens that the majority of them are coming from the temple because that's kind of the epicenter of where the activities in town were being held. You are unsure at this moment if the Pale King was keeping people in other places, because you know that he was still searching for Portia, right? It's not too unlikely that he would have some people dedicated for that sole purpose of just kind of being in the area, in other areas, combing around. But you definitely see like the majority of the people coming from the temple. They don't seem to pay any mind to you, right? They don't make a beeline towards you, but they head in that direction. As you are passing by, you watch as the earth elemental rises up from the ground with a huge arm, and just boom, flattens one of the mind-controlled drow running towards it. In that moment, it's like a brief boom, something shatters, like, and everybody, all the drow kind of stop and turn, and you almost see like consciousness return to some of them. You hear one, like the smile droops off, and he goes, "What is this thing?" And then they begin to combat the elemental. Some of them, however, remain kind of on the move, but you watch as like a decent amount of the forces are diverted in trying to take this thing down. Like the spell briefly shatters, but then kind of some of them kind of come back, kind of like, we must defend the temple, and the rest are like, what the fuck is going on?
Question.
And yes.
Can I make any type of check to, like, oh, so what my knowledge is functioning is Illithid guy tried to take control of Golem. Obviously did not work. Can I tell that his magic is maybe waning on these guys, or is he already at something using his magic?
Make an Arcana check.
Or is this also just like human instinct straight up just prevailing? What check?
Arcana.
Oh, I'm
Or
great.
perhaps Insight, whichever, Insight or Arcana. Whichever you prefer.
Yeah, I think it'd be insight, even though it's worse. So what does a 2 tell me?
It must be that the Pale King is so fucked up that he successfully commandeered this thing's mind and then sent it to kill his own people for fun. Like, deliberately.
Oh, that's...
He was like, go and break them, I do not care. They are small little puny things.
only the strong survive, I guess. Jesus.
Okay. Alright. as Suma, Ruby, and Zisha spend the time to redirect the elemental, as Gallet passes it on its way to distract and disrupt a huge chunk of these reinforcements, on his way back to this crossroads. We cut back to Alok, who has successfully, I guess, gave me another stealth check. Formality, but give me another stealth check. As you are kind of have emerged from the side, did a thing, and are now sneaking again. So I would say it's 2 rolls. Okay? I don't know why I ask. I don't think he's rolled sub.
You never know.
Like
His
sub
18
10
was
on the
really
stealth check.
low. His 18
Yeah,
was
the 18
really low.
I was honestly happy you said roll again. I rolled bad.
On a 28 stealth, you are nearly invisible. I would say on such a high stealth roll, you actually are still able to make good time, even though you are attempting to move silently through the trees.
Mhm.
You are finding every well-placed route to jump off of. Like, you're like swinging on vines, like gliding through the air in absolute silence, avoiding the closest, like every like loud crunch of like a leaf that you possibly can while still moving at a pretty good speed. You eventually emerge back at the crater. So I'm gonna go ahead, and you're not there anymore, and bring you back to this map. I will say, having emerged, you would be somewhere here, hidden in the trees. I'll put you right in this bottom right corner, for now. And I will place the Illithid, mist form and all, floating quite eerily right over the crater.
Now, is the crater visible, or is it still like the illusion?
You know that it's not there, right? So you have seen it through the illusion already, so you understand that that's a crater.
Yeah.
So you kind of can't unsee that it's an illusion, and you would presume that a being as intelligent as a Mind Flayer has probably rolled an.
I was gonna say he hasn't up to now.
Has
Oh, yes.
probably rolled
Okay.
an intelligence check against this as well. He peers through it. You see, he is like gazing into the air, and it's like kind of caressing the air slightly. And he goes, "That is a clever trick, my precious one." Almost like uses his hand to stroke the air as if lovingly on a lover's cheek. "Yes, we will be reunited very soon. I still remember the first time we met. You were brilliant even then, 400 years ago." What do you do, Alok? Do you continue to watch in silence, or do you attempt to disrupt anything here?
I mean,
You
I
wait
know
for
I can't.
reinforcements.
I don't know how far behind they are, right? Because I didn't see them.
Yeah, you kind of left as soon as like you sent the message, right? You kind of.
I mean, how loud is the cave? Do I hear the wings of the bats?
Ruby and Suma, are you attempting to fly stealthily?
Yeah. I am anyway. I don't know about anyone else.
I will say, Alok, because you are hiding in the trees, they would naturally be obscured to you visually. And since they're flying so high up, you are unlikely to hear the wing beats. But I'll let you roll one perception check.
Oh,
You
I'm
roll
good at
super
that.
high,
Mm.
not gonna do it.
Yeah,
But yeah, so they're pretty much way above you. I think that was Gallet's instruction to fly as high as you can above the area. So what's the move then in that case?
I'm gonna go to our shot caller. I'm gonna message to Gallet and just say, he's doing some sort of ritual. I think maybe trying to open the portal. Should I try to talk to him? Should I try to shoot at him? Should I distract him? Do I wait? Where are you?
I shoot an arrow at him and hide. See if it does anything.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'm shooting an arrow. Oh, but I can't. I don't think I can hit him. But maybe a magic arrow. We'll see. I'll try to shoot an arrow at the mist.
You got ghost arrows, right?
Yeah, it's a magical bow, so maybe it's something. Maybe. Ooh, I rolled bad.
Ooh, that's a good 14.
Damn. Yeah,
That sounds like a hit to me, folks.
does it? Does it look like a hit?
To double check.
I mean, it's a spellcaster. Really? You have armor?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not hit. But the arrow does come. Does catch his attention.
Bonus action hide.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll see me before I hide, but.
I mean, definitely you have the ability to hide immediately after you fire. So go ahead and make that stealth roll before we progress the timeline.
You got this. You're really good at this.
A 19.
Low rolls. Low rolls, man.
Low end for Alok, but you know what? I'm gonna make a perception check.
It's possible for him to perceive you on a high roll now is a scary thing.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a 16.
Can't roll above 10.
The arrow whips by, kind of disrupts the mist, slightly, and he turns, just glances at the direction it came from. Doesn't seem to spot anything. Hand still hovering where the rift might be. And he goes, "Oh, I see. They are trying to keep me from reuniting with you. Don't worry. I'll be back." And then Suma, Ruby, and Zisha, you are all flying in a straight line, high above, but towards this location. I will say that you, by the time all this is... Oh, actually, you guys did some stuff before Alok. Alok left way before. So I would say you guys are maybe halfway here, there. Alok, you watch as the Mind Flayer reaches a hand out towards kind of the sky, because you don't know where your friends are, but he seems to know. Reaches a hand out, and in your minds, let's start with Suma, actually, let's start with Ruby. Ruby, you hear a voice in your mind. "Hello. I see that you are trying to stop me in some way, attempting from keeping me from what I want. I do not understand why. Would you care to explain yourself?"
Purple elephants, purple elephants, purple elephants, purple elephants. Just like chanting that in my head.
I see. Obstinate, stubborn, difficult to penetrate. This is how most people see you, isn't it? A brick wall, devoid of feeling, devoid of emotion. At least any emotion that is not rage or arrogance. Do you ever wonder what your friends really think of you?
Purple elephants? Purple elephants?
I see. Suppose it is a lost cause then. But just know that should you ever want the opportunity to ally yourselves with people who actually want to understand you and actually value you for the skill that you clearly can bring, that there is a home for you here. We do not have to fight. There is no need for conflict. The world will be gone soon. Why should we not allow it to? Why should we waste our time? Why should we bleed to preserve an era which was always meant to pass? Why not lay your weapons down and walk hand in hand with us, united into the kingdom that is yet to be built. Of course, purple elephants is likely your response. But I would just like to state that when your usefulness to them runs out, they will abandon you. It would not be the first time people have abandoned you for not being useful enough. In my kingdom,
Elephants?
we will all be useful at all times, never abandoned. And the voice recedes. Very stubborn, Ruby is.
Try.
Purple Elephants,
Yeah.
Ruby 2022.
It's choosing like all the gimmick answers in like a story game where like
Yeah, all the joke answers.
yeah, all the joke answers.
Zuma. For a moment, you ride in silence, and you sense next to you, Zisha is furrowing her brow. You can sense with your husband, with your father sense, the mother of your child is undergoing some kind of emotional tribulation. She seems in an extremely dour mood, jaw tight, teeth grit, and almost as you were about to ask her, or begin to think about asking her what's wrong, you hear in your head voice, all of you are so fascinating. The secrets you keep, the lies, the things you push down in order to maintain a sense of normalcy. There is no need for such efforts. Why should we fight, Sumalai? Why is this your intention?
Would you like to know?
I would. I sense an anger in you, a frustration. You don't want to be here. You don't want to fight me. All you want is information. Allow me to have what I want, and I will give you all the information you need, and then all of this can be over. Of course, you may stay. You may fight me and my followers, the hundreds of them that there are in this swamp, but you cannot pretend as if there won't be casualties. Whose death would you be most comfortable witnessing? Your captain? Your fellow Pelea pal? Certainly not the mother of your child. She could get very hurt if you prolong this. She's considered the same thing. I can read her thoughts, you know. In a way, I know her better than you ever could. For example, the moment she realized how many drow she would have to slay in order to survive this ordeal, a thought flickered into her mind. A fleeting one she quickly decided to push down, but it lingers. Would you like to know what it was?
No.
A shame. But I think you already know. You bury the guilt very deep, you know. But in the end, I think you and she wonder the same exact thing. If Sumalai had made the right choices back then, your daughter would be safe at home, and neither of you would be here. She understands, of course. You weren't there, you couldn't have prevented it. But do you ever ask yourself, why weren't you there? Why were you not around to keep your daughter safe? This rage I feel building inside of you, is it truly aimed at me, a person you met today, or is it aimed at yourself? Because you know you broke your promise to your daughter. Because you know you let her down. Even if you saw her again, could you really say to her that you can keep her safe and know that you mean it?
You know what I find fascinating about you? You haven't told me anything I don't already know. So you're wasting my time.
There's the fire. I like it.
I wish you wouldn't.
People are more fun to kill when they are at the height of their emotions. It is a flavor unmatched. By all means, think louder.
In that case, come out and dance with me.
You know what I am. And you feel him cut the connection. From a physical perspective, does Suma's behavior change after that? Do you fly at the same pace?
I feel like he would try to remain as deadpan as possible and not really let much of that show outwardly.
Okay. We come back to Gallup then.
That
What's
would
up?
be what. Oh no!
What's up, buddy?
Lucky lad.
Lucky lads.
Let's
Oh,
go.
On the camera.
Oh, yeah, which way?
Okay.
There you go.
Gallup,
Yeah.
you are way behind everybody else, moving on foot.
I didn't realize I was this far behind, honestly, when I first made the decision. But at this point, I just gotta tough it out.
So what are you going to do on your way to the crater to Portia?
Once I get near, on the way there, I'm going to use a sending stone to Alok to just check in, just to be safe. Like, hey, are you in a fight yet? You know, because if he's in a fight, I guess I have to speed up. But if not, then I'm gonna go at my usual pace, summoning, and then once I get there, I'll start to stealth, I guess.
Okay.
Like
Also, are you running or are you flying?
Oh, I'm still running.
Okay.
I want to be inconspicuous.
Give me a stealth check then.
I might not be any A-lock, but I still got a little something.
A 7.
So everything that A-lock dodged while being stealthy, I'm hitting.
Yeah, you're definitely making some noise as you finally make your way up. You do not do so without alerting the Pale King. However, we're gonna cut back chronologically. We're gonna go back to Alok. Alok, you've fired that arrow. You have hit it. You have watched the Pale King notice that there are people coming for him. You have watched him engage in some kind of activity, looking up at the sky. Um, don't know if this is enough for you to conclude he must have been trying to talk to the people coming to dissuade them from coming or not. But you do know that he's noticed that people are coming for him. What do you do to prepare for whatever happens next?
So he's not doing the ritual anymore. He's not casting. It doesn't look like not
Yeah.
at the portal.
He doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. More like waiting for you to arrive.
Okay. I think I'll move a little bit more away from the path. Just a little. Actually, I'm 30 feet away. That's fine. I'll stay where I am. I think I'll just hold an attack if I can do that while stealthy.
Okay. You maintain your stealth. You hold it. Ruby and Suma and Zisha arrive in the middle of the clearing. Do you stay aboard your Yumbats or do you attempt to do anything else? And I'm gonna drag you down here. you may decide where to place yourselves relative to each other and how high in the air you would like to do so. Um, because you're coming from the air, you can kind of pick your method of approach here. And we have Gallet as well, who will be arriving a little later from wherever you would want to be. So you were also going through the trees, right? You mentioned that. You would probably be on the side, on the opposite side of the trail, on this side. I don't know how far you would want to be from the main path, but you would be in that general area.
Okay. That's probably fine.
I have a
Probably
question.
be
Yeah, go on.
here-ish
Okay.
and like 60 feet in the air or so.
Okay. Ruby, would you want to go on the opposite flank, or would you like to remain with the group?
I think, yeah, it would probably be on the opposite side, and I would remain on my bet.
Okay.
I'm done.
Feel free to place yourself wherever you like.
Question.
Is it time to go over here, or would it be like here?
You'd be coming from this direction. You'd be coming from the south, from downwards. So it would make more sense for you to be on this end. Yeah, but you could maneuver yourself to the other side later if you wish.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Ryan, question.
Can I make a check to see what I know about the Illithid and if most of its like abilities rely on verbal components?
Sure. Give me history. I guess give me history or arcana or whichever. Okay.
Go through. Okay.
I don't.
I don't know either, honestly. It probably doesn't, but
There are certain things that it can do that do require verbal components, but the most dangerous things it can do are likely not.
yeah, just with its head.
It's kind of like an innate ability that it
Yeah.
has. Yeah. But you imagine that it can cast spells. He can cast spells. You would imagine the tech thought spell that it constantly has to keep re-upping does require verbal components. And it does have telepathy innately.
I don't think I would know anything about detect thoughts though and how it works, like as a lock. So
yeah, but you know that most spells, nearly every spell, has verbal components, so you do know that about it, and that it has the ability to cast spells, some of which it can just cast innately, like no spell book or whatever required, in a limited amount. I would say that that's a fair thing to assume. Does that affect what you're about to do next?
no, I don't. No.
Okay. Then action begins, or just the scene begins as Suma, Ruby, and Zisha arrive on scene. You all glide 60 feet in the air, look down upon the mind flare, still billowing mist. What do you say to him? Or do you say anything at all?
I would not say anything. I would probably be doing my best to stay stealthy, I guess, as much as possible.
Okay. Oh, so you're trying to stealth.
Not necessarily. I don't know, like just keeping to the tree line, like trying to see what happens next.
Okay. You guys look down on him. He looks up at you all. Not Alok, naturally. Doesn't know where you are. Nor Gellet, who is going to arrive very shortly. Why is it that you have come here?
We have no fucking clue.
Interesting.
Our
That is
captain
a-
ordered us to. Simple as that.
I respect those who understand how to take orders. What a silly way to die, though. Is this really how you wanted it to go?
This is how you wanted it to go?
more or less is how I assumed it would go. Just a little bit out of order. I expected that you would all enter into whichever plane Portia was, and once you emerged, I would converge upon your position, having to go through the tedious act of setting up an ambush. However, it seems you have decided to come to me,
Can I shoot
which
him?
is
Ooh,
okay.
ooh, there
Yay!
we go. There we go.
Good.
Out of no,
Roll the hit. Roll the hit. Roll the hit. Roll the hit.
out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Come on, Jr.
Hey.
Out of
Nice.
nowhere.
Ooh, almost a crit. Almost.
Almost. Champion.
All right, does it go through him?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage, and you will see what happens.
Okay.
26 damage.
Damn, wasted a good roll.
The arrow passes through the mist. Ethereal, a bolt of light that cuts through the thick air, both of tension and the hint of smog that is seeped into the atmosphere. It pierces through the mist's body and dissipates it. For a moment, there's nothing but silence, as all of you, not having known of Alok's position, watch as the being you were talking to is suddenly reduced to nothingness. And then you hear a distant wailing. As, don't know if you recall, but Sato described these strange squid ghost things that were chasing and corrupting and killing things off in the, I believe, the rightmost tunnel when you had first arrived, kind of at the gateway to Kalsana. You watch as these specters materialize out from the thick air inside of this small little clearing. Several of them aloft. As they do so, Gallet, you arrive on scene, panting. Suma and Ruby, the rest of you, you hear him coming with that 7 stealth check coming through the woods. You
You won't see
watch,
me coming.
and you hear, those of you who can hear the elephant's voice, hear this. Did you really think I would leave myself out in the open like that? You put all this work into preventing me from entering the rift. It does not take so long. It was merely to keep you occupied while I do what I need to do. Have fun. Follow me in if you can. And cuts off. The
Insight!
You didn't hear that, Gal. He can't talk in your head.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I thought he was just speaking. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So he's saying he's already in the Earth Elemental Plane where Portia is, and that he maintained this facade to make sure, just to keep you guys distracted so you didn't follow him in there, as slowly, not slowly, but as one by one, things materialize in the air to perhaps distract you further from following him where he is.
It's fine. Portia will mess him up.
Yeah. Imagine a wizard not protecting themselves with like explosives, you know?
Right?
Are there going to be any inside checks or no?
I would like to, yes.
Go for it.
Hey, Ruby.
19.
A 19. On a 19, you know that this guy would say absolutely anything to get into your head. it's hard to say he's lying or he's not lying, but you do know that it would probably only a fool would take his words at exact face value. From your perspective, that can mean he's actually just trying to get rid of us so he can go in unharmed, or he is in there, but he's lying for some other reason, or that he's about or is in the process of getting in there and needs to not be interrupted. You know for sure that he's never telling the exact truth.
Can I, like, can we see the crater, me and Suma? Or I guess
Alok, would you have told them about it?
I've only talked to Gallet so far, and he wouldn't have told them. Also, I didn't tell Gallet, so
How much we know, like,
none of you know.
Anything.
Yeah,
Maybe
know.
we know that she's in the elemental plane, but like,
I don't think you guys even know that.
I don't think Gallet mentioned it when he
Nah,
said
nah,
No,
this.
he specifically didn't.
So
yeah.
like, I don't think we really have any.
We're just at this
context.
crater.
It's a really weird thing where we can't tell each other things. You guys really just don't know much.
Although he now knows everything. Was given the
Well, I could say
opportunity
it now,
to
yeah,
put
but
two and two together. So you can say stuff now. I will say that whatever happens next, whatever you decide to do at this point, you guys should decide what you want to do. From his perspective, or what he's saying, is that I'm already in there. I'm gonna send things at you to fight you, so that you can't follow me. From your perspective, that could mean anything. But what you decide to do is up to you. From here.
should we roll initiative for this?
I mean, it depends if you're gonna initiate combat or not. If you're gonna participate or if you're gonna run away and leave the scene. That is, I guess, an option still. Technically. If you feel like he's bluffing.
I don't
And
know.
he's not actually here.
I didn't hear nothing, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using my action or actions if I have enough time to be summoning my familiars, because it seems like they know, so that whole little advantage is sort of gone. So I just gotta pop them out.
That you have familiars out? I mean, he didn't know about the familiars.
Well, yeah, but like, the familiars are only useful for the combat purposes. So, and it seems like combat is over here. So, but it's also going to be a slow amount of time because it takes an action for each one. So just
Okay.
Ruby, were you gonna say something?
I'm gonna say that I would probably tell everyone exactly what he said in their heads. Like, okay, he says that he's already where Portia is.
Huh?
That he's sending these things after us to slow us down. I don't.
Ooh,
No,
wait,
that's
I have an idea. Can I sending to Portia and ask her, do you have any unexpected visitors yet?
Roll a d20.
Are these things aggressive to us at all, or no?
They're about to be. It's like a very split second.
Yeah.
Like a split-second thing. He says that these things start appearing, then you decide your course of action.
Okay.
So Suma's is to immediately cast Ascending. Gallus is to immediately start summoning familiars. Ruby, I guess you shout, just I guess in the direction of Gallet, like, this is what he said. So now Alok knows what's happening. What's Alok's move?
Okay, I feel like does Suma like speak up and say like, oh, he's probably not telling the truth, or like he's probably being deceptive in some way?
Well, I'm kind of waiting to see if I hear back from Portia to say whether or
Okay.
not.
You can
I think
see,
so.
you can probably see Thuma casting a spell you've seen him cast.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also have to say the message out loud, so.
I just want to know what Alok would like, because I don't know if Alok would be initially untrusting of it.
As you decide, I'm gonna BRB.
Okay. So
Okay.
I don't want to be.
I
I don't think is it meta to think like Alok should look around for him. Is that just you think
No.
that is, or-
No. I think, well, okay, Alok has shown that he has some intelligence. So
True.
he can
you're
probably
very smart.
surmise that if there is a chance of him lying, like, a possibility is he doesn't know how to open it and wants you or the
Mhm.
person that did it before to open it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He's waiting for me to open it for him to go
Yeah.
through. That's why I was like, I don't want to be like.
I think it's.
I don't know if that's fair to come to though with what I know, because I feel like we haven't got a lot of information out.
What? But that's true. But I'll say this: is Alok prone for rash decisions?
Probably not. Although I was gonna make kind of one. Yeah, we're getting like a full turn, like action, bonus action, movement, all that stuff right now.
And I don't know. It seems like what's gonna happen is you're gonna say what you're gonna do in the split second. Then we start for real.
Okay, because what I want to do won't take a split second, so we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But
Whatever happens, you choose it. I mean, once things start going, I will ask you some questions if I can get to... I don't even know you're here still. I'm assuming you're here.
I just saw an arrow. You see?
I know I wasn't there.
But I'm out in the open still. I'm not hiding.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I didn't stealth again. I figured I couldn't because it was all happening at the same moment.
Oh, okay. Well, then that'll be a much easier time for me to ask you the question.
You also descending stone.
Yeah, that costs an action.
Oh, you're just okay. Gotcha.
And my actions are sort of... I got 4 things to summon.
Yeah.
It's a bit. Probably shouldn't have put them all away, but I thought, surprise sort of going on.
Right.
Oh, hey, Ruby.
Hello. I'm back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he is in Ruby, isn't he?
Don't worry, guys. I'll start to DM now.
Yeah, you are. I saw that. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, am I Ruby right now?
Yep. There we go.
Ah,
Yeah, turning off the cameras
now
messes it all up.
Ruby's the DM.
It
That's
was nice
crazy.
Ruby while it lasted.
Really?
Hey,
Ruby isn't
everybody.
Ruby for me.
Roll initiative.
Oh, because Chino was.
Oh, that was quick. Oh no, this is deadly. Oh no, we should have given her.
All right. So ancient
I
dragons,
this
right?
power.
Okay. So in this like time that I have to do something, is it action, bonus action, movement, or just one little thing?
I will say an action. You know what? Yeah, take a full turn. Take a full turn.
You sure? Okay. I'm not trying to get it out of you because I'm fine with either way.
I'm thinking about it. It's more like deciding what you're going to do and then beginning to do it. But I think that it makes sense to just like have a full turn for somebody who's been kind of lying in wait and waiting to see what they're going to do. Just like start doing something. So if you want to just go ahead and start firing, you can do that.
I don't want to do that. I want to run all the way up to the pit because I can see through it. Can I look inside? Do I see the little shit in there? Is he hiding in there, trying to hide behind the illusion?
In there?
Do I?
Yeah, you run up, you peer in. All of you now see Alok, those of you who didn't know where he was before.
Hey guys.
You just watch Alok kind of go, seeing like you're casting your sending. You peer down, and you see nothing in there.
Okay. And then I will spend the rest of my turn bonus action dashing all the way back.
What?
You watch...
I'm not staying out there. Good luck, guys.
Yeah. You watch Alok go, run up, and then dash back. So all of you see that. So we're gonna resolve it.
I'll yell. He might be invisible in there.
Kind of at once. Ruby, really, all you did was like say something. If you want to like cast a spell or do anything like that, you are able to at this point in time, or move anywhere.
I always do bless again, yo.
Let's see.
Okay. I think it's a 30-foot range on that, so you might have to fly to the other side to cast it on like Suma's.
Oh yeah, how high is this?
Ooh.
60 feet in the air is what Suma said, and I think.
Okay.
By the way, you all just saw me run out into the middle of like a flat field and just look straight down to the ground and look around.
And run back.
Nothing. Yeah. And I said he might be in there. Invisible.
What is it with him and running and
Staring
never a
at the
good
ground.
thing when Alok has to run, like try to get something. It's just not. This is just like the whatever situation all over again. The like guy with the amulet and the say it. No one knows.
Purple, I don't know what to
Okay.
say.
With the amulet?
Would any of your characters question me, by the way? You guys is okay with me.
I'm waiting for my turn to question you. I think that's how it's supposed to work. I don't know.
I'm just confused, but I feel like most of Ayla's behavior is confusing to me, so I wouldn't.
Okay.
I just. Okay. Yeah, I'll just cast Bless and I'll move close enough. I don't know how much closer.
I believe Bless is 30 feet range.
I believe so, yeah. So you gotta get either them or me. Probably them.
Might be efficient.
You
Yeah.
can get Zisha Suman yourself, but Gallop's on ground, so you'd have to spend movement going downwards. I will say
right.
that the Yumbats have a 40-foot flying speed. 40 feet.
Also, I mean, you
Yes.
can give it to your Yumbat too. Putting that out there.
Potentially.
If I have enough time to make it closer, I would like to get all of them. I don't think I would.
You
No,
can't
I
get
don't.
Gallant.
I can't.
Because you're 60 feet in the air and he's 60 feet below you. So if you're up that high, then he, like, the sphere of 30 feet does not reach him.
It's
But it
I'll
fine.
does
take
reach
Will. I
Suma
see.
and Zisha above, who are flying at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, it
You
is
can get-
specified. Okay. I guess
Yeah,
I will do them and then my Yumbat.
Dara, I feel the blessing upon me. Thank you. Dara appreciates it. Cool. Zisha summons her blade and just kind of like readies her stance, like not wanting, to, like, you know, I think waiting for a coordinated attack instead of like going in kamikaze. Suma, your sending goes through. You hear back. Darling, if he were here, he'd be dead by now.
Ooh.
Go ahead and
That's
do
what
what
I
you
figured.
do. And above all else, don't let him get in your head. I didn't count, but I think that was under 25.
Probably.
Okay. These things, especially having been aware of Suma and Ruby and Zisha, and Galad as well, because he was not very stealthy, and now having seen Alok sprint through and then back, he did a little... are going to begin going after you. It is difficult to tell what these things can do, but from Sato's description, they seemed fast and dangerous, and airborne. So, we're going to go ahead and roll initiative. Clear out the turn order first. Just roll away as I steal another playlist from Liz real quick.
No, I don't
My
want to go
initiative.
first.
Hey, come on. You didn't even take my higher one.
I'll change it for you. And move you accordingly.
Thank you.
Okay, there's a lot of these things.
I didn't think I like that.
Well, like, if we think about it. No, we shouldn't. Purple
Let's-
elephant.
Let's just
Purple
never...
elephants, that's
Purple
right.
elephant.
God, it's like the add turn button goes outside of my freaking window, so I can't click on it. So annoying. I'm just gonna begin rolling. These are extremely homebrewed, so I can't actually.
Keeping it 0.
What if all of this is just illusions? What if none of this was real, guys? How do we know?
Honestly, would not be surprised.
How
Wait,
many of
are we
us-
still in Gallon? Wait.
The whole time.
Oh no.
You wake back up, you're still on your first mission. You just like drank too much at the little feast.
Man, I'm gonna
Hey,
be,
go
I'm gonna
away.
be high key salty if we play this game for like 4 years, and at the very end, Chino says, "And then you all woke up. Better begin your first day." And you know what? I'm gonna be
Wow.
like,
First day at
Good.
anime school.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
late. Better grab that piece of toast in your mouth.
okay, that's trippy enough to maybe like, but
Okay. We begin. It's going to be this Mind Wraith over here. It is its turn. Let's see.
Have they been named?
Huh?
Have you named them?
They're called Mind Wraiths.
Yeah, but like, what's their name?
Yeah.
Johnny. This one's Johnny.
Oh, thank
Nice.
goodness, Johnny.
Okay, Johnny.
It can get all the way here. And then that means... Yep. Ruby. This thing... like a streak of like pale blue light and mist zips over to your location. You get a good look at this. It is this ghastly amalgamation of like skull and squid and ghost and extreme, just like a strange undead intelligence emanates from it. It opens its mouth, like the tentacles splay open. You can see the little beak in the middle, beneath the tentacles, kind of like creak open, and it emanates a shriek that rings out only in your mind. I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw.
So,
Yo!
A 14. Okay. So you're gonna take half of this.
You eating this up.
Okay.
Delicious.
That is going to be 14 half to 7 damage. Psychic. As in your mind, you feel it like a pain break out inside of your head, but you quickly resist it as suddenly the image of a purple elephant kind of appears and like blockades the rest of the assault from reaching you. That's gonna be that thing's turn.
Powerful stuff.
Which one is this? This one is all the way up here. It's gonna dash, I guess. Join its brethren this way.
Since they're brothers, that one should be called Joey.
Okay, yeah, Johnny and Joey are over here. You know what, brother? You know what? Hold up.
I'm just saying, like, this gets me more into, like, emotionally here.
Yeah. Okay. Can't do much else. Suma, your move.
Oh,
Astride
yes.
Reginald. You have a 40-foot
Indeed.
fly speed.
Okay. Alright. First things first, it's time for this. And then...
Okay. Master.
Fuck.
You are glorious. Reginald is here by your side. Fear not.
Right back at ya. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna go closer to him.
Okay.
Which feels stupid, but I'm doing it, and I would like to. So that was 40 feet. Oh, balls. Okay. I'm gonna see what a Burning Hands does to this guy. Just to see.
Okay, that's a
It's a
dex save,
dexterity saving throw. Yep.
correct? Okay. Fails on a 9.
Okay. So, in a
Burn me
perfect
those
world,
hands.
it would be.
Does it catch both of them, or just that one, right? Is it a 15-foot cone?
It's a 15-foot, so just the one in front of me,
Okay,
and it's
got it.
5
Not a ton
points
of
of
damage.
damage.
You boom, hands out, fire erupts from their palms as this thing. You see some of the mist is like seared away, turned into steam and ash. But this thing's face kind of reforms itself back where it was and remains floating, hovering menacingly in the air. Any furths from Suma?
Nope.
Okay. I will note that technically your mount's movement is its own thing, and if you were to mount and then dismount, like on the ground, you could potentially move further if that was a thing. Like if you had fly on you, you could fly with your mount and then use your own flying speed afterwards. So I think that would be fun. Cool. This one's turn. This thing is going to make a beeline, hover right here. Go for Zisha. I'm going to make a save.
So intelligent.
Going to fail that one. Okay. Made 10 damage to Zisha. But she's extremely tanky, so she's fine.
Also, we cannot see her health bar.
Oh no.
Which might be helpful.
She's good at hiding it.
Is that better? Can you see now?
That's true.
No.
There it
yes.
is. There it is.
There it
Okay.
is.
Great. That's Zisha. Down to Ruby.
I think I will do my spiritual weapon on that boy.
Shape of.
I
know you always give me the best ones, so I gotta ask.
I'm trying to think of what would kill intelligence. You know what I mean? What would be good?
You summon a floating iPhone. Twitter is pulled
to
up on
dunk
it.
those nerds in.
Now it'd be more ironic if you beat it up with a book, right?
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Would be kind of fun.
Sure. Let's do a big old dusty tome.
Okay, a giant
Dusty
book.
tome.
Fuck, is there a book?
Then
Monster?
for the attack action, it's just flipping through the pages to get to give it a paper cut.
Ooh.
I love that.
That's-
There it is.
Instead of just bopping it with the book, we said
Mhm.
it's just gonna like give them a paper cut.
The number one
I
level
love
was
that.
the level 1 wizard killer. Paper
Uh,
cuts.
Man, that would be way better. To get a paper cut by something that's doing force damage,
Okay,
like, that's gotta
you
be
should
worse.
You should be able to move that now, Viv.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ow.
Can you move it? Like click on it and then move
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's just pure slice.
Hell yeah. Okay. Gonna whap it on Johnny.
Yes. Let me-
Okay, roll the hit.
They're all gonna have J names.
Apparently.
Oh.
Not going to do it, unfortunately.
Damn.
Wait, do you have your own bless?
She didn't.
She didn't bless herself, she blessed her,
Was that dumb? Was that dumb for me to do?
Yeah, you probably should have, at least for the saves.
Well,
Maybe
well,
not.
hold on. Chino might be. He can target your flying animals.
I can target your mounts for
so,
sure.
like, let's not.
Hasn't
be
happened
hasty.
yet, but I definitely could.
But like having the save for like saving for
We'll see.
concentration.
We'll see if it's a smart move. We'll see.
Okay, Ruby, that is your bonus action. What is your action? You may cast a cantrip, or do
guess I'll
whatever,
do
or
that.
dash, or whatever.
I think I'm gonna just. Okay, I think I'm gonna move as well, but before I'm gonna do some sacred flame.
Okay, on Johnny again.
Yes.
Okay. Fails on a 5. Is going to take that damage. Total of 10 damage has been done to it now. It's still flying. Which is, I don't know if that's surprising or not to you, but 10 damage is not going to cut it so far. But as the light descends upon it, it does. You do see it, like, the mist surrounding it kind of retract a little bit. Cool.
On Johnny?
Then
On Johnny.
Okay.
Get him.
So 10 damage to Johnny. Don't worry, I'm keeping track.
is it possible to somehow get flanking with Suma with my movement? Would it, like, would this,
Sure, yeah.
this be flanking?
It would have to be here. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah. Okay. You flanking with Suma. Got it. Great. Alok, that's your move.
Right.
You are not hidden right now.
I am
because
not.
Your last
Yeah.
action was a dash.
Okay. I don't have anything fancy, as usual, so I am just going to make an attack at normal at Johnny.
Johnny. Okay.
Does that hit?
Ooh.
14 does hit.
Oh.
Okay.
14 hits.
Nice.
for that
25
damage.
damage. You. This thing, after having been assailed on both sides by Suma and Ruby, ethereal arrow rips through it, pierces out one of its eyes, and you watch it disintegrates outwards from the point of impact. Johnny is dead after
And I'm
a
sure
total of 35
Wow.
damage done to it.
they're either immune or resistant or something. But I'm going to use my Wills of the Dead or Wills of the Grave on this one for the
Indeed.
necrotic damage.
This is necrotic damage, correct?
Yeah, I just may as well use it now. I don't think I'll use it in the illicit fight. How much is that? I think it's probably resist it or is immune.
9 damage. You watch as this thing, like ghostly figures wrap around its head, screaming into it. It does seem to do normal damage.
Really? Okay. It is necrotic, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aware.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I've just noticed that
Okay.
Zisha is not in the turn order.
You
that's
are
it.
so correct.
Oh.
You are so correct.
It's fine. She's gonna roll low.
He's just tired.
Damn.
That's pretty low.
What I will say is that she prepared an action to hit the next thing that comes to her. Kind of like, laying in wait. Probably would have, Shadow Blade, all that goodness. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll damage for her. She would have advantage. Yeah, 25 for surezies. Fuck, I didn't cast the thing. I'm just gonna roll it physically.
He's not gonna do any damage. They're both ones.
That's gonna be grand total of 15 damage. So, Jolene looking fucked up already, as it arrives to scream in Zisha's face. Wonderful. Okay, Gallet, your move.
To me, Scruffles! My glorious war vessel!
Soars down from on high. He'll get there
Yeah, later.
next turn.
Later.
Probably takes his full dash action down towards you from the ceiling. On your next turn, he'll be available to mount.
Okay.
But for now, yeah. I will say... Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
So... How high is this thing?
60 feet in the air.
Oh, that's a bit high. And I'm a bit
It was
low.
summoned to be on plane with the flyers.
Yeah. So let me
With an
see
action.
how far I can fly with this little guy. 40 feet of movement, so my little guy, this is Tim. Tim's gonna fly. Now, well, he has in total 80 movement speed, so he'll eventually just get here. And
Okay.
I guess
Not
Yeah.
flanking yet, by the way.
oh, this isn't flanking? How about
Oh yeah, it is. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay, okay. And my only option is Jolene. 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 Jolene.
23 is gonna hit.
Oh, and not that.
23 is gonna hit though.
That's 8.
On 8 damage, combined with Zisha's retaliatory strike as it got into range, your bolt destroys Jolene.
Oh,
Nice.
I got a kill. Sick.
Ooh.
Hey, look. What was up with that running in the whole middle of the... Did you open the... I can't
I hid. I don't want to break my stealth.
God dang it,
Yeah,
the guy's
dude.
never here. Okay, end of turn.
Did Janice not go?
Janice didn't get to go.
That's not fair.
Also,
I don't know.
Zisha needs to be above Joey. But yeah.
Yeah, she got added in super late. I think throwing Zisha in there messed up the order a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I think Janice would have just gone for Zisha as well. Probably would have been out of range of Gallet anyway. So Zisha's gonna make another save. Kind of unfortunate. But oh, doesn't have advantage. That's a 5. She's gonna keep that Indomitable actually, so we're not gonna use that yet because there's Mind Blasts later.
I don't know what you're on about.
does take another 9 damage, however. Low roll, actually. But
Wait, question. Does Bless apply to saves?
it does, but Bless +5 is not gonna save.
Okay. Forgot.
I just didn't even roll it.
Yeah.
Great. So that's Gallet. That's gonna be Jackie's turn right here. Can't get anybody. What Jackie's gonna do is you watch as Zaki begins circling above the crater where the rift is purportedly located. Okay. Zisha's turn. She's gonna fly up this way onto the other side of Janice. And actually, Suma, Liz, I'm just gonna click from Suma's thing because that seems easier.
Sure.
Because I think the modifier would be the same.
Okay.
Like, I think it would be the same enough modifier for Shadowblade. Definitely gonna hit with Bless. 14 damage. Okay. Lashes out. Gonna conserve that action surge, however, and can hit twice. Okay, this thing is fucking dead as fuck. Multi-attack. Slashes
Was it the
twice.
second attack hit?
Did it not?
You only rolled the damage.
Okay, I thought that was the roll. My fault. Damn it! I was clicking from Suma's character sheet.
And she has advantage, right? Because dim light.
Yeah, she has dim light advantage as well. So I'm gonna re-roll. Yeah. So no nat 20s,
Okay.
but that does get the second hit off. This thing is for sure dead.
Yes.
Damn.
Seemingly glass cannons. These things. That's gonna be her turn. It's gonna be Joey's turn.
I meant Joey.
Joey's gonna fly back in the direction of the crater as well. Gonna split up its movement. So first, it's gonna force Ruby to make another intelligence saving throw with its Psychic Screech ability. So go ahead and roll me that.
Again. Come on, guys.
A 17. So this is halved. 8 damage to Ruby. That was
Does
a high
it
roll.
still count? Can I still use Wrath of the Storm if I save on half of it?
Wrath of the Storm, I believe, is a melee attack. No, am I wrong?
What?
Well, it was within 5 feet of me before it moved.
I would
Well,
say
limited.
that it wasn't in 5 feet of you when it attacked you.
Okay.
But that would allow for an attack of opportunity, though, right? With like a normal weapon?
Yeah, you get an attack of opportunity, but you couldn't use Wrath of the Storm on this attack. So you can whack it. Which is it has already been damaged.
Natural 20 it.
I'm gonna go with my battle axe.
Easy.
Easy.
That hits. Roll damage.
Easy.
Lemon squeezy.
Oops, just
Okay,
One.
7 damage to Joey. Poor Joey.
Does it resist?
Sustained some damage, but perhaps not that much damage. And then flies back towards where Jackie is. They're kind of like beginning to circle this area as well.
Did it look like it resisted the attack?
Yeah, it looked like
Okay.
it resisted the attack.
Okay. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna hit it with my magic sword.
Spear would have rhymed, I think.
Hey, it's gonna hit for sure.
So 1, and then a flare blade follow up, just in case.
Okay, Joey is definitely not long for this world. You
And then
slice it
I have a
down.
bonus action to dagger it.
It was dead beforehand, but
Okay.
feel free if you like.
It sounded like it still
Kill
had
it,
some.
kill it.
Can the
No,
can the
it's
last
done.
attack go on the other one? Do you have movement?
Well, I didn't know. I actually used my
Okay.
whole movement to get to this one. So
Jump at it.
No matter.
It's fine. It's ground below you.
Okay.
So,
Seems
that doesn't.
gone.
That'll do me.
Okay. Ruby, your move.
I'll reach with that. I will sacred flame this dude then.
Okay. That's me. That's my route. This one does pass with a 19. Other one failed. This one passed. Jackie remains. You can still move your weapon so that it's closer next time.
It's true. Okay, I'll just move it a little bit closer then.
For sure. Okay. Any movement from Ruby personally?
No, I think she's good. I think she's had enough intelligence saving for a bit.
Okay. Alok, your move. On your turn, actually, Alok, before anything happens, can you go ahead and give me a perception check?
You got this.
On a 19. On a 19, you detect movement through the brush and on the trail. Reinforcements are coming from multiple directions from where you're sitting. You don't know how many, but you know that they're coming. For sure, they're not being... they're like moving slowly enough that they're not making that much noise, but you can tell from this side... What is this? And from the trail itself, reinforcements are coming. You're just like deep enough in the trees that I think you could get a chance at like noticing them, and not in the air.
So last time I opened the portal, how long did the portal last? Was it like I ran through and it went away, or like it lasted a couple seconds? Maybe like a couple of 6 seconds, 6, 12, 18?
It's hard to say because you were pulled through, something was pulled out, and then you were no longer in the place where you were. So you don't really know if it like lasts a long time or if it just does the transfer, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll run up to here, and I'll make my attack.
Right, Jackie. Okay, that's gonna hit. 10
Wow,
damage.
that's 3 ones.
10 damage. 10 damage. Not bad. Not bad.
Still good damage, honestly.
Yeah. Well, it's my only attack. So. I'll run up to here, and I'll just say, so be very careful. Below you is a crater. It's an illusion. The ground below you is a big hole that has an illusion over it.
You don't say.
Yeah. Yes. Just be very careful. He may be hiding down there invisible. I don't know. I'm gonna run further.
Okay. Galatabate. Is that your turn, Alok, or bonus action?
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill here. I can't hide anywhere.
Okay.
So I'll hide here.
That is Galet's turn.
Uh,
What is your move?
did I hear that from Alok?
For sure. Actually,
Okay.
as you are listening to him, give me a perception check as well.
Oh yeah, my perception is high.
15.
Told you.
You know that there's you can hear reinforcements coming from down here. You also hear them coming from this side, where Zisha is.
Alright.
They seem to be on
Reinforcements
foot.
coming! Does Scruffles get to me yet?
Yeah, at this point, Scruffles goes down, is in reach for you. I will say that if it's Scruffles' movement to get down all the way to you, you will not be able to move aboard Scruffles perfectly. So what you could do is use your movement to pick a better spot for Scruffles to meet you at.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Well, Scruffles, just stay nearby. I have one thing I have to do. And, oh, I just have enough. Gonna go 25 feet forward.
For sure, yeah.
Here. This is fake, right? And I'm gonna jump.
You're gonna jump down?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay. You jump down and immediately begin
the wall.
rolling down on the wall. Yeah. You slide down. I'm gonna say a couple of feet this way.
Okay.
Before stopping.
Wait, how deep is the crater?
It's pretty deep. I guess. Are you making an attempt to like stop your fall, or are you just gonna try to roll all the way down to the bottom? Because you're gonna sustain some damage if you're trying to roll all the way down to the
No,
bottom.
I'll slide slowly. I'm
Okay.
trying to gain some information for this.
Okay. Give me. I'm gonna say it's gotta be an athletics check to like
That's
stop
fine.
your momentum as you are
Yeah.
sliding. To like slow. That takes strength.
Yeah, no, don't worry, I got this.
On a 9,
I got it.
you cannot control your descent by too much. You're gonna slide down to like the center of the crater. So that's gonna put you underneath Jackie by a considerable margin.
Yeah.
You can actually, it's not like, you can be like here. Like this kind of it's really hard to show dimension on a map like this. Sorry.
It's fine.
Very minimal like half fall damage. You take 2 damage from like rolling a little bit too rough. But nothing considerable. But you are down there, and you can have Scruffles meet you there at your next turn and be able to take control of that full movement.
Okay, so I'm in the middle of this place, right?
Yes.
Right above me, I use my action to bring forth another of my summons, the pseudo dragon, who has a blind sight of 10 feet.
Got it. Awesome.
And with that, he's gonna use his whole basically action to dash, and basically just doing like this kind of
scouting around the crater, right?
For an invisible individual if they are here.
That is an incredible play. It allows you
that.
to determine for sure that the Pale King is not here.
Okay.
The Pale King's not invisible down here, Alok!
Oh! Where is he? What?
No clue! I can't really do anything. My little guy is just gonna start flying over here too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. I'll just put him here.
Okay.
And a turn.
Wonderful. Great. That's gonna be Jackie's turn. Gallet, you watch as Jackie descends down further down into the crater. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
Let's see. Intelligence.
An 8. This is gonna be the full.
Oh no. Purple elephant.
That's gonna be 14 damage to Gallet.
My nose.
Oh, that's a high roll. 8, 5, and a 1. Okay. That's gonna be Jackie's turn. Can't do much else as you feel screams inside of your soul. I think Zisha can just about make it there. So she's gonna zoom up, gonna strike twice at advantage with that multi-attack, which is so good. Bop. 14 still hits, definitely hits. I don't know if I even need to roll damage at this point. Yeah, this thing is dead. Having sustained damage previously from that sneak attack from Alok, and Zisha's 2 slices. You notice that she has been pretty quiet this entire time. You don't, like, Suma and Ruby, you know that the Pale King tried to say some shit to you while you were approaching. Presumably that happened with Zisha as well. How she's taking it has yet to be really inquired about, but Jackie does fall. At initiative count 20, or I want to say it's 20, you all watch as figures emerge from the trees. I'm going to place them a little bit better. Reinforcements from this side.
Ooh.
I had to reorganize them because I low-key... This side. Some of their numbers, and if there are other ones coming, they have not materialized quite yet. But you watch as they make their way onto the scene. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to kind of roll initiative for all of them. So
Two
sorry
like
about it.
casual illithid with them on either side.
The Pale King not with them currently.
Yeah, but there's two illithids in the groups.
Oh, are there? Oh, yeah, my bad.
Okay, I was like, holy shit, no way. We cannot take on two.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
It was a copy paste, okay? It happened to be. It's from. They were on the other map, and I had to bring them to this map. It was a whole ordeal. I gave them numbers. That should all be different now. Yes. Okay. Great. I'm gonna have to roll a lot of fucking initiative, so please discuss amongst yourselves what your next course of action might be while I do that.
All right.
You can group like the same types of creatures with the same initiative, so they both go on the same thing if it makes it easier.
True.
What are we doing? We're fucked.
I think we all just get on our bats and fly high.
I think I don't.
Shadow's
think
not
he's
down here.
I feel like he's.
I think
Like,
he's
He's
temple or
nearby.
something.
He's nearby,
Suma,
but we don't know
what
the
if-
way to locate him. That's why.
Suma, if you're not concentrating on the spell, can you I guess as Alok would put it, do something where you can sense magic stuff or use detect magic and see if he's invisible anywhere around you? Anywhere in the air and just do a swoop-de-whoop around?
Let me double check to make sure that this is true. I don't have it prepared.
Damn.
I have it as a
yeah,
ritual,
because it's a
but-
ritual. Yeah, that's
yeah.
fair. It's okay. We'll take a minute really quick.
Yeah.
Can everyone just
Well, 10 minutes
calm
actually.
down for a
Suma,
second?
can you
And
just
just
build a hut, just real
Can I-
quick?
Yeah, actually just pop it up.
No.
Take a pop-up 10.
Can't do that either.
Yeah, okay.
The good news is I think we're at a standstill. They need us. They
Are
need Alok to open it. Is what I'm gaining from this information. If he could,
They
he
could
would.
torture me into it. We don't know.
Well, yeah, we're trying to avoid the whole getting captured part. To be fair.
So it's not much of a standstill, though, if they're going to capture us. I feel like it's still a loss.
No, we could
did
just
it,
fly
y'all.
away.
I don't have Shadow. One of you has to pick me up.
We can do that.
Whichever one's the
wait,
lightest.
I assume Shadow is near here. Like I assume once all the others left, Shadow didn't say a lit. You know what? Never mind. Shadow might.
Yeah, Shadow probably would.
That's not like a Shadow thing.
That's up to Chino. But I wouldn't have specifically called for him.
He's definitely close enough that you could call him, but he's not like here. And that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like it would be like a scruffle situation where it would take some time for him to get to you, but like he's prepared to do that if necessary.
You can also just get on Scruffles, my man.
Yeah, if you can hold us, but isn't he like the runt of the litter?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, he might be, but like it's just.
Well, I thought he specifically was. I thought he was like the
yeah.
weaker one.
But he's like gonna list to the left a little bit more. You know, like.
He has a
Okay,
fucked
so
up
I'll get on the right side and I'll even it out.
Yeah,
There you go. Okay. Alright, we can try it.
that's a giant bat. Or just have Suma's. I mean, not Suma's, but Ruby's bat. The roided out one do it.
Ooh, oh, that's true. It is roided out.
Technically
But,
possible.
but Ruby's also very heavy with her armor, so.
Yeah, that's a roided
I'm gonna
bat.
skip all of their turns for now, like as if they had just used their turns to get here, like moving as one. Suma, it is your move.
Okay.
You watch as drow from both sides appear.
Mhm. Well, you know what? That's just too much for me to think about right now. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fly up next to Zisha.
Back to back.
And oh my god.
What are you guys doing? It looks more
We have the
ridiculous
one
on
move.
bat. You're on bats. It's so.
This is a traditional Yasari fighting style. This is how the Shade Skimmers have fought for generations.
Oh
The bats are
my
like hitting each other's
God.
wings
Yeah,
and
it's like-
Okay. Whatever. I'm not paying attention to you. So I fly up to her and I just like, I don't know, put my hand on her shoulder and I'm like, what are you feeling right now? I don't know. I say something to that effect.
I'm feeling as if I'm going to have to kill a lot of people in order to get to where we need to go. People that could have been my people. I don't feel good about it. And yet, I feel that it must be done.
May not yet. If we cut the head off the snake, I just have to fucking find him.
I doubt he'd show himself until he was sure we were too weak to fight. But here's to hoping.
Yeah.
I will say talking is a free action.
Talking is a free action. What if I don't like any of my actions? Can I...
Also,
Okay. Can I use my action to... No. I don't know. I don't have anything. I'm gonna... For now, I'm going to hold an attack if anything comes in range. But otherwise, I'm just thinking.
Understood. Alrighty. That's gonna be Suma. We're gonna skip our friends. You like how I gave them numbers as a callback to what we established last session?
Mhm.
Ah, yeah.
Ruby, it is now your turn.
Okay. I know anything about these things? Could I do some research?
Make an insight check. Well, 17. You know that Kalsana is a place populated by criminals, people who did shit, and they had to escape. It is not unlikely that they are able to fight, are able to cast magic. These are warriors and adventurers, you know what I mean, but they're people who are trained and have the ability to do shit. And it is likely that they look controlled as well with that 17 insight. The Pale King is actively deciding what they do, who they go after, and how they're going to do it, using what they knew in life as weapons against you. So, it's like fighting just people, basically. Just people under control of somebody else.
Okay. Maybe is it possible to like non-lethally kill or non-lethal attack them and stuff?
You can, but not with magic.
Okay.
We established
There's-
only physical weapons can do non-lethal, right? That's a whole thing that we had to talk about.
Are we
Yeah.
still doing ranged weapons? Because technically, I don't think they can either. Like bows and crossbows, I don't think they can.
But what if you're
Yeah.
shooting the arrow with the arrow knee joke? Haha. They. No.
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 Sorry. 1 second. Let me just double check.
Question. So it's the rule of if it's like straight up their health is, let's say, 45 and you hit them with 45, they still do die from the magic?
Last time I think he let you control it because it was a crit. I don't think it
I
was.
think
'cause
I
it
let
was
you control it
exact.
because it was a crit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
After that, we had a talk, and I was wondering if that was a thing moving forward.
Yeah, I believe that you can melee knock them out, but range knock them out, I would say no. They would likely be bleeding out no matter where you hit them with a
Mhm.
ranged weapon.
Yeah, because it's like
Okay.
stabbing them. You can't like
Yeah.
hit them with one side.
Okay. Is it bad, guys, if I kill them?
What do
Like
you do,
poison
Ruby?
them?
Hey, you are Ruby. You do what Ruby would do.
What do
Ruby,
you do?
I will say that your spiritual weapon would count for a melee attack. So you could non-lethally hit them with spiritual weapon. I will allow that.
I think that's also. I think melee spell attacks also can be non-lethal. I think it has to be melee. A melee attack.
Yeah.
Okay, well I can only move
Like
it
inflict
20
wounds,
feet at a
too.
time, so I'll move it closer. Actually, wait, it's probably closer to this side. Wait, no, it's the same. It's the same.
You're about dead center.
Okay, I'll just move it to the opposite side. Because why not? And then I will go with my crossbow. I don't know this dude.
Okay. What is the range on that?
How can I?
7's not gonna do it, though. Whips past him, embeds itself into a tree. The poison leaks out into the tree, and actually it looks like it likes the poison. Like, you see the tree stiffen up a bit and get stronger. Any movement from Ruby?
Maybe I'll go closer to my friends. Yeah.
Okay, this is a pit still. Oh, you're flying.
Okay, I'm gonna copy the move because it looks so cool. I'm back to back.
Back to back to back?
Wait,
The rare
How?
the rare triple back combo.
Oh, wait, I almost missed it. I'm so pleased. Yes.
They are arranging themselves in a line, apparently.
They're Charlie's Angels, I think.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Okay. Wunderbar. That's gonna be Ruby's turn. Alok, that's your turn. Reinforcements have appeared in that direction that you heard them coming from. What do you do at this point in time?
All right.
You know
first,
they're coming from. You know that they're coming from down here as well. Just not when they arrive. It's just they're just making more noise down that direction.
Okay. I'll yell. Gallet, are we flying out of here? Or do you want me to open the portal? What are we doing?
We're flying up. Don't open that portal for nothing. Except
Right.
for me. If I ask, I guess.
So, are you asking or no?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way down the side. Try to carefully make my way down. Maybe feel like I'm pitting out to scrape my way down to keep my balance.
Okay. I'm gonna say. Gallant specifically said I jump.
I'm trying to
So-
surf my way down.
Yeah. I'm
Also,
gonna
I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Also,
Yeah,
That's
I
fair.
would say I will let this be an acrobatics. I'll let this be a dex check to kind of slide down. It's a very pretty minimal cost.
Dex or acrobatics?
We'll say just dex. Just give me dex, straight dex. A 12. I think that'll do it. So you can slide down towards them. I guess slide down to where you would try to control yourself there. That way.
Okay. I'll just run over to Gallet. And is Scruffles here?
Yeah. Scruffles gets there on Gallet's turn. So we'll say this is all happening at the same time. Scruffles is just now arriving in front of both of you.
Okay. I will prepare to get on to Scruffles in what seems to be the safest way for him to carry both of us for a short amount of time. And also, mentally call it the Shadow to try to find us and trail us to pick me up.
I'm on my way. I won't
Okay.
disappoint you.
Okay.
Shadow's gonna make his way over as well. Great.
Yeah. Also, I'll try to stealth. I don't know. It's not gonna do much, but
Don't know how feasible that is.
I mean,
crawl on
Sure,
the back.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I just meant if they can't see through the illusion, but they probably can because they're being mind controlled to know. So.
Yeah. But go ahead. Just give me first posterity, I guess.
Yeah. Sure. I'm sure it'll. Yeah. No.
Okay, alright,
Yeah.
alright,
It's.
Strepple's
Just
not
for-
gonna see you there, actually.
Dang.
Gallet, your move. Scruffles appears in front of you.
Alright, I get on the back of him, and I start to fly up. On the way up, do I see Suma having a weird issue, freaking out, or has the Ruby back-to-back sort of alleviated you?
Just give me an insight check.
Also, am I safe on Scruffles right now?
Ah.
Shall I answer that?
Yeah.
He is. I don't know if freaking out is the right word, but he is kind of paralyzed by decision paralysis right now.
Oh, yeah. Analysis
Yeah.
paralysis. Yes, I've heard of it.
Yep.
All right, so before moving
One.
forward, A-Lock is on the bat, correct,
He's on the bat.
Okay. Scruffle's up. And while we're going up, I'm gonna, for a second, stop before Suma. Suma! Get it together, man! You're supposed to be the smart one! You're the only one that can solve this! If you were an illithid that believed you were all that, what is the most tactical position you'd be in that's near here? It's really light, I'm weak. It's like, what?
Wet noodle.
He slaps
Yeah,
it.
Think,
I
man!
think
Also
Action,
very
by
weak,
the way.
so.
Okay, and after that great pep talk, rest of the movement, flying up higher. Just going up high. And my familiars that are still at that distance they are, Imp and Pseudo Dragon will both go invisible and use their movement to get high up here, like I think right here. And how
Okay.
low is the hole?
15 feet down.
Okay, so I'd say like that there too. And basically their goal is to be invisible and to start to scout. And that's, I guess technically, I'll say my action was trying to convince Zuma to get into it and find a way.
You did make an attack roll.
I did?
You did attack Suma with the slap.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's your action.
Best
Okay.
action ever.
Okay.
End turn.
It's gonna be Zisha's turn. Zisha turns to Suma and says, "Should we strike first?"
Not yet.
All right.
Please.
Her hand tightens on her scimitar.
I know, but there's always another way.
I hope that you're right about that. And she's gonna hold her action to swing if anything gets near her. Although, see that if they're all on the ground, it is unlikely. Actually, she will take the dodge action.
Ah.
That would be smart. Because it's not likely that they're going to be able to get up to where she is, so ready in action doesn't make that much sense. Okay, number 367. Where are you? Lucky contestant. Right here. What an interesting dynamic this is going to be. Wonderful. He is going to just straight up walk down towards the lip of the crater. Stand there. Gonna take aim. It will be at disadvantage. It's gonna aim at Ruby. Disadvantage, probably not gonna hit. You have a very high AC. Nothing's gonna happen. An 11. Ooh, that other roll though. An 11, not gonna do it. Disadvantage because these things do not have that much. What's it called? Range. So what's gonna happen? Number 501 up here as well. Gonna do the same thing. Honestly, Ruby, you're the closest thing to it. So gonna aim at you as well. An 8 is not going to do anything. So yes, that makes sense. Suma, your move. You just watch 2 crossbow bolts fly in the air, not hitting anybody, but you know that intent has been established.
Okay. After I get slapped by Gallet and he says that to me, which was awesome. I just love that. I feel like I, as a player, am being stupid, but can I make some sort of intelligence check to see if Suma has any ideas about
What is the
where he might
literally
be
most
hiding?
optimal
Sure.
area?
Sure.
Just because sometimes you play an 18 intelligence character and you yourself are maybe a 16 at best. Sorry, I accidentally X'd out of the page because
Maybe a 14 at best.
Does 16
I got-
intelligence?
I got nervous.
I think a 10 is very generous for everyone in life. I think a
10 is
good.
average.
10 is not bad.
Well, in this world, 10 is like the commoner, like a farmer, so...
Hey, do you know? Hey, you ever listen to a farmer
What's
talk
wrong
about
with
their
farmers?
children?
Yeah, but they're probably more wise than intelligent. if anything.
What?
Boy!
Oh, I was even paying attention. My goodness.
Oh, he's right there.
Suma.
What is he doing?
Calculations.
You look around. You fully go galaxy brain. You look out at the drought approaching. You look out at the forest surrounding you. You look down the trail leading back to the crossroads. In your mind, you try to understand what the Pale King's about, what he's up to. I'm gonna wait for you to get this drink because it's a very sweet thing to do. Shout out.
As
Is it
well.
tea?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Was that your mind? Was that your mind just doing all that for you?
You
Okay,
come
I'm
to
ready.
this conclusion. It's probably the only one you could have ever come to, knowing the Pale King and what he's about, and kind of understanding how twisted he is. In your head, the Pale King is going to stay safe as far away as possible until you've left the place he's trying to get to, you're dead, or you've killed every single last one of the people and things under his control. He is never, at any point, going to risk physical confrontation using his full strength and putting his life on the line unless he didn't have any other options. So he's going to keep sending people at you, wherever you are, however he needs to do it, until everything he's got is gone, or you're gone. However, you also surmise that if you appeared weak enough, he's egotistical enough that he would probably try to finish you off in person if he fully believed that you were weak enough, like all of you were depleted enough to do so. But probably wouldn't otherwise.
Interesting.
Because why would he, right? Why would he do anything else?
To Gallet in front of me, I say, he's not here and he's not going to come until every last one of us are on our knees.
What do you propose?
I don't know if we can deceive him.
He's literally in y'all's mind.
Because he
Yeah.
can just tell. But he's definitely not here, so I feel like Suma would want to get out of here and try to get closer to where he actually could possibly be, even though he doesn't know where that is.
The temple?
I think Suma wants to go to the temple.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know if that's right, but I feel like that's
How much
where
did
he
Suma say
would
out
wanna
loud
go.
about all that?
I said that out loud to Gallet, and then I said, I'll probably say something like, let's double back to the place where he feels safest.
Can Alok say
then-
something on his turn? I don't know how.
You can just
wanna do it.
reply. It's fine. Talk.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really like to me, but how?
I did that to the group of
Okay.
people on bats who are in this cluster here. It is not to anyone specifically.
There's no point in us
But-
not talking in most cases if it's like Suma
Mhm.
or Ruby because they like everyone knows.
Yeah. How would he have known that I was watching him though? He couldn't detect me, so why would he have faked coming over here if he didn't think anyone was watching him?
Hang on, Liz can't parse that sentence. What?
Okay, so
Explain.
basically, Alok saying that he faked talking, like he faked an exposition and going over here, even though he can't read Alok's mind, so he didn't know that Alok was watching. So as far as he knew, no one was watching him, and he still faked it. So why would he have
Well-
faked it?
He could have just been like, aha, my evil villain plan.
You did shoot an arrow at him.
But then he still no. I did that way after though.
We
It's
also
like
why was
he
he
he was
hiding?
he was at the elemental, like at the shit house, and then he did like the whole fake exposition and the fake going over here, and I followed him, but he didn't know that I was following him, and he didn't know any of you guys weren't
He
even
thought
nearby.
he could open the crater, and then he got to the crater, and he was like,
You
oh,
think
I
he
have to-
teleported away?
or
and he was like,
he,
I don't know
we
how.
don't
Does Alok say that out loud?
Yeah, that's what he was.
To the question. Let's make a pit stop on our way to that house that was next to the house that Gal pooped in. The other one.
It's been
next to the pitcher
destroyed.
plant. No, there was only one that was destroyed.
Yeah, the other one.
There's
is fine.
another one on the right.
By the way, I just want to point out,
All right.
Alok, we don't know his full extent. That he might have something to do. Like that might not just be an illusion. Maybe he can astral project. Like I hear.
Maybe.
I
Can
hear-
you ask project on the same plane? Alok would not.
No, I'm not talking about magic stuff. I'm just talking about like, you know how people say like, oh, if you go to sleep but you have like a really intense like I want to stay awake type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's doing that.
No, I don't actually. Maybe I don't know. It's just you guys just bring us to where you think we have to go. I have no idea.
Is
Magic
it
is weird.
possible for just you two, the lock key whatevers,
Lucky
Lads.
to go without us? Like, would he be able to follow you guys?
He'd know we're coming due to this conversation, but it's not. I don't hate the idea of some of us staying back. If two of us stay here to shoot and do stuff, he can't easily show up. Because the thing I fear about us going to the temple is us going there and he's like, haha, I just skirted you guys, now I'm over here. So it's always like, this guy really likes you to make, like, risk. Because he has so much info. He's playing with info. I don't have the stuff to deal with that.
What a fun villain to play.
Oh yeah, I know. He's just like, he's taking away options. Can we, wait, before we have any more conversations, can we fly up more high? Just so we don't, like, are in the suspended limbo of fight?
That's true.
Can
Before
we?
they can reach us?
I mean, on your turn, you can.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I mean, this should be our Locky lads. It's like 2 L's. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, that's
It's like an L right here.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on.
Locky lads. It's really hard. It actually hurts.
Wait, is that your ring finger
So
going down?
pinky.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
Pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger can fuck off.
Okay. What is the move for Suma? What is your action or movement going to be?
The wolf.
Rise up.
Oh.
Head south.
Okay.
So like,
I'm gonna go away from this place. I'm going to get higher into the air a little bit and then start flying south.
Okay, I should establish that the cavern is 100 feet high. So I want to put a cap on how high we can get. It would make sense that you kind of descended a bit, 60 feet, to kind of do all this stuff, but like you can't go, there is a roof. So 100 feet is the hard cap. Or so you want, how high up do you want to go then?
I'll be 80.
80. Got it. Okay. And then you're gonna spend you're gonna dash.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So you have 60 feet of movement, and I believe, does that let you just leave this entire screen? Not quite. You are still on the screen, but you can begin to move. Okay. So the play is to go back, double up, and try to go to the temple, correct? At least for Suma, that's going to be
yes, and swinging by that other house on the way.
Understood. Okay. That's Suma's turn. Next one. This guy can do other stuff too. What can he do?
How do you get a wreck?
Ah. Understood. Okay. He is as well going to take a shot at Gallet at disadvantage. Fuck, where did he go? Luckily, these crossbows 11 does not hit. And that's going to be his turn. Number 28 is going to go. This one is going to be interesting. Let's see. "40 feet, and you're 60 feet up." He's actually going to move back slightly. And then he is going to cast... What shall I regale you with today?
Nothing.
From this end? Does this hit you? Yes, it does. 45. 45. And you're 60 feet up?
What's the movement of a Yumbat?
40 feet.
That would be 80
You're
feet up. Well, no, actually, no, 80 feet
minus
minus 15.
So you're 65. 65 feet up. 45, 65. That hypotenuse is not 100. So,
I'm about with that.
I guess you would aim this at the Yumbat, although it's going to probably hit both of you on a stride upon it. He's gonna cast Lightning Bolt.
Yikes. Ooh, boy.
Don't know how many times he can do that, but he can do it at least once.
Well,
Does it hit me in the bat?
it's all three of us.
It's gonna hit the bat, which is going to hit both of you, and I need you both to make a dex save.
Well, it was nice knowing him.
14. Gal saves. Lock does not save. I believe you have a portent, or you have evasion. No, you don't have that yet. Okay. I'm gonna roll for
My baby boy.
Scruffles. I'm gonna roll it on the board actually, because that's more fun. Scruffles gets a +3 to this. If Scruffles saves, I will say that I will let either of you, both of you, actually, if Scruffles saves, advantage. Scruffles does not save.
My baby boy.
Scruffles takes the full 26 damage. He is Master.
No.
You see him fur singed, wings begin to grow heavy. He's not dead, but he's taken a lot of damage and probably can't take much more after that. Both of you take the appropriate amount of damage according to your save. So 26 to Alok, 13 to Gallet. That's going to be that mage's turn. This one. Gonna go out. Gonna take another shot. Having seen that go off, going to aim for Scruffles once again.
My boy.
At disadvantage. A 13 does not hit Scruffles.
Ah.
I'm mean, but not that mean. Ruby, I believe... How high up are you?
I'm still 60. I think I just went across.
I would say he probably has to step up, maybe? Actually, I think he can just hit you from there regardless. Going to do the same thing, Lightning Bolt, against Ruby.
That's my
for
move.
Number
Ruby might be unconscious here.
well,
Also,
actually,
I don't
when-
want to be that guy, but it would hit Zisha too, right?
Well, it's at an angle.
Oh,
So he's on the ground, so it would be
right.
diagonally.
I see.
Yeah.
Good.
So don't be afraid to be that guy. We've all done it.
Even
Yes,
more
especially
now.
damage this
Shit.
Hey, Ruby, roll well. You roll a
is-
14, or you're gonna be
Oh.
unconscious on the ground.
time. Nothing below a 3 on that roll.
Man, it'd be really nice if you had a bless on.
So, but Dara has bless.
Damn, didn't matter.
Ruby, didn't you just take a feat with your shield or whatever?
Yeah, I can add +2, but that doesn't
Oh, okay.
do much.
Okay. So, I'm gonna roll. This is Dara's save. She does have a higher modifier than Scruffles. She has a +4 because Scruffles has a weak wing.
Yeah, I
So-
mean Scruffles.
She has
If
bless on her.
and she has bless as well. If Dara passes, able to move out of the way, I will let you roll an advantage because you're on top of Dara. It kind of makes sense that you could get a chance to dodge as well. An 18 is going to save. So I'm gonna get you roll another dex save.
Oh, 10, just 50-50, come on.
On Dara.
Easy.
It's 50-50, you already got the one bad one, so now you get the good
Yes!
one. Yeah.
Okay. So lightning bolt. Dara goes, not today, man. Attempts to dodge out of the
Dara,
way.
you're the most badass young bat
Kind
in
of
the world.
stinges the side of her abdomen. The lightning kind of arcs, kind of jolts you as well. But you, follower of the goddess of storms, are able to resist it. You do still take 16 damage, however.
No, it's gotta fuel me because it's lightning.
Yeah, actually, it's supercharged. It heals you. Later on, I think you might get resistance, maybe? I'm not sure. But that is going to be number 26's turn. Ruby. It is now your move.
Ruby, take the 16.
Yeah, take it before I add for you.
I just have to do some math.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay.
I will. I should have rung the bell. I don't even have any left. Anyways. I'll just do healing word at the second level. And then should I heal Scruffles or do you guys need it?
Scruffles is pretty important. Scruffles means us getting out.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna do healing word. Little scruffies.
If you can, it might be worth to cure wounds. Oh, well.
I don't
You're
have
good.
that.
8 points of healing
Oh.
to Scruffles. Scruffles is doing okay. Well, not really that okay, but he's better than he was. He's now at 12 hit points. He has 30.
The bell was like an action, right? Ring the bell?
Bell's,
Bonus. It's a bonus.
technically it's a bonus action. I'll just let you ring it as an action. That's fine. So you can get
Could
the
I
reward
have
off.
could I have rung it so then I could actually do that at the third level then instead?
Sure. Sure. Yeah. I'll allow that.
Okay. Then should I just roll it at level 1 or just re-roll to level 3?
It's just
Roll
a
another
D4.
D4.
No, my bad.
It would just be an extra 4, so he's actually at 16 now. Yes,
Yeah,
he's at
bad.
16 health. Okay. Any movement from Ruby? Or are you gonna stay where you are?
I'm really conflicted. I don't know. What's the plan? guys?
Follow
So-
Silma out.
You just watch Suma book it.
Follow her.
Also,
Him.
Get out.
also no. Okay,
Get out.
fine.
Leave.
You get out.
But you only get the 40.
Okay.
Cool.
Leave it there.
All right. Ruby is on her way out. That's gonna be everything from Ruby. Alok, you have just been hit by a bolt of lightning. What's your move?
Gallet, we gotta get out of here. I don't think I can control the bat, right? It's Gallet's.
Yeah, it would be movement on Gallet's turn, yes. But you can, you know,
Well, we're almost
any
there.
items that Gallet has in the back
Right.
holding, you could get and use.
We have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gallet bought one.
What's in it?
Most of my valuables.
Anything useful?
I think you guys have healing potions. I don't know.
Anything that's in. I mean, you have healing potions and I have healing potions. So nothing too different. Except, maybe. Reach your hand in there. Look for a bright green liquid. Drink
What?
it. Drink the bright green liquid from a grandma.
What?
It changes
You're
your
crazy.
attributes.
You're crazy. Okay, I'll drink it.
It's our way out.
It's a. I don't think it. Where did you get this? Okay, I'll just drink it. I reach in the bag and. Yeah, I know, but I don't remember being green. I don't know what this was.
It's a bright green liquid, shifting hues, increase some attributes at the cost of others for a short time.
Are you saying that you don't know what it is?
No.
He was very mysterious about it.
I'll drink it. Gallic's the leader, and he said to do it.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you have, if I have this correct, 6 different stats. Okay? I need you to roll 1d6,
Oh boy.
going from top to bottom on your character sheet.
Right.
A 5. Your wisdom,
That's my wisdom. Yep.
increases by 2 points.
You realize it's a
You
bad
have 12.
idea to do this.
You now have
Yes.
a 12 to wisdom.
Okay, I'll just keep that in
Tempor-
mind. I don't
temporarily. So I believe that's +1 now.
It's pretty easy.
Roll another d6, but if it's a 5, reroll.
No!
3. Your
It's my
constitution,
constitution.
is decreased by 2. It's now 13.
I lose health. Man, I would lose 6 health. So now I'm at 8.
It's fine. We're not gonna factor that in. It's
Sure?
just you have to make a con save at some point for
Okay.
whatever reason. Drows don't use poison, right? Then that's gonna be.
Yeah,
a
no,
5.
never. No
So
safety potions.
that's how that works. I did say it would decrease some and increase others. So basically, a +1 to one stat.
But
minus
now
1
I
to
can
another stat.
see where Yellowth is while he's invisible.
You're slightly easy
Wonderful.
to see things, you know?
Okay, if that's all for oh, who was that? 283. Who's 283? This guy. Okay, if that's all from Alok, then I can start doing my thing.
Yes.
Question:
Yes.
Did Ruby make a concentration check after that lightning bolt?
No, she did not. Please do.
Bless.
Thank you. I got caught up in rolling 32 on the damage, and I freaked out. So that would just be a 10. Okay, cool. Yeah, save perfectly. Funeba. Okay. 283. How far can he go? Down that way. He can aim for Scruffles. At disadvantage
No.
because it's past his range. 60 feet in the air. This kind of sucks, but hey, aerial superiority is a thing. A 15 does hit Scruffles.
Okay, maybe he rolled low. He rolled low on damage. He rolled real low.
7 piercing damage, which means that had Ruby not cast Healing Word, Scruffles would have been dead. But
Oh.
she did. However, he does have to make a con save.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's no way he rolls an 8. Right?
Right.
8 or lower.
Don't worry, guys.
Now,
This is fine.
this is only going to be a +2. Which is still
fine.
decent
He
odds.
just
That's
to
fine.
roll a 7. I mean,
Right?
that's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, no,
Will he though?
Oh. Hey,
that's weird.
hey, anyone on the team that has the
I slapped him
orbs
awake.
of great future.
Get this. I slapped the shit out of him.
Literally
Used it.
all of your
Used it.
orbs of future.
I slapped the shit out of him. Wake him up, wake him up.
Pretty sure
I
you-
know, we can't do it yet. We have to use our action. I used mine, so.
Yeah, it's been a
Okay.
long day, dude.
It's been a long day.
Where's the portents? I don't remember when the portents were used. At what point?
I don't know
used
either,
mine,
but I used mine.
like 3 sessions ago, but it's still the same day, I believe. It was
Yeah, it's
earlier
been
today.
it's still the same day that the girl died in my bedroom.
Call it.
It's
Right,
still
yeah.
that day.
No, it's
So
not.
we've used
No,
everything.
it's not.
I am
It
out of
is.
resources.
Jesus.
No, it
It
should
is.
be. Didn't it take us multiple days on the bats, on the young bats?
Did it?
I don't think so.
I'm
Nope.
pretty sure we just got there. Yeah.
This
Nope.
has been some kind of a day, huh, guys?
Yeah.
This has been
Yeah.
a real fucking day.
Yeah.
Gallic,
alright.
give your earrings to Scruffle, and then we'll switch
We don't have
places.
time. I will.
There's no-
I will use a reaction though. I will use a reaction to cast Featherfall.
Okay.
That's really good, actually.
Excellent.
Is that your only spell slot left?
No, it's not. It's my little stash.
Nice.
That is his
That's
sash.
sick.
Look, came in handy. Came in
Yeah.
That's
handy.
awesome. Yeah.
That's why I gave it to you. Okay.
How far did we
so-
get before? We didn't get anywhere, did we?
Not really.
You guys were 60 feet, 65 feet in the air. You are now slowing. Your rate of descent is now 60.
So we're 5 feet above the
Although
ground.
it is Gallup's turn now, so you could just wake him up.
Yeah, that was my plan with the reaction, is to slow him as much as I can and then wake up.
Okay.
Alright, I wake him and then he has his movement.
I'm
You
the
did great.
ambassador.
You did great. You did great, Scruffles. Fly, fly, you fool.
Okay. Gonna take. You can only take 40 feet. You actually can't dash because spurring him on to dash would be to use your action, which you use to shake and awake.
Ah, that's how that works. Okay. Okay, well, then we'll be 40 feet ahead, yeah. And,
the both of you
wait.
move 40 feet.
Question.
Yes.
Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Alright, these guys... That's my I'm sorry, I'm just trying to... Gotta optimize. Dang it, I really wanted these guys to be here, but it's not gonna work well. This guy moves over here. And the pseudo-dragon's gonna attack the bow guy. And since he's invisible, unless... I don't know if he gets advantage, because I don't know how that works.
Advantage of invisibility, yeah, for sure.
Okay, I just wanted to... I don't know with the mind stuff, but advantage, and he's gonna sting. 17? Okay.
17 is going to hit.
And 6 piercing. Ooh, and a DC 11... Well, actually DC 14.
DC 14. Con save.
Yep.
Roll that on the table. It doesn't have disadvantage.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. So it makes it.
But does take 6 damage. You
Yeah.
are 6 damage is a decent chunk.
Yeah.
This guy's not. He's taking some damage.
Let's see. 4. Okay. So, over here, eh, Locke?
Yep.
And I guess the imp will move slightly over here just in case.
Okay.
And a turn.
So, these two are both just gonna move 30 feet out this way. This guy is gonna move 30 feet this way. 60 feet in the air. Oh shit. Okay. You're not in impossible to hit range, so they will so 3 of these hand crossbow attacks on your Yumbat specifically, at disadvantage. First one. 13 misses. A 9 misses. A 13 misses. So, these 3 rush out, start firing arrows, and are unsuccessful in hitting their mark. It's Sisha's turn. Sisha looks around, sees what's happening, and is going to just agree with the rest of you, and then actually can move out way further than all of you, and is going to be the first to leave. She's going to pause by Suma for a second. Not back to back, but side to side.
Well, that's a weird new formation. Well, they
It's
were...
like-
Yeah,
she's
what are they
like-
doing?
Drive by,
We're
she's going to
chopping
I'm
it, we're
worried.
chopping it.
mid-air, and she's going to say, "Are you sure this is the right call?"
No, but here we go.
I'm bleeding
Here we go
out!
indeed. And then, gonna go ahead and zip out off the map, because she had the range. I forget why nobody else did.
Gallet, she might be mind controlled. Why didn't she go back to back?
Oh,
don't
because
know.
Sumo went up higher.
I think the relationship is on the rocks.
This is
Okay.
weird.
We got some jokers. These two, I don't even think he can get in range to hit you with the crossbow. Actually,
That pseudo-dragon looking mighty scary, though.
you know what? They're gonna fuck up. Yeah, he's not invisible anymore. They're gonna go. Can they get flanking? I think they. No. They would have to like move all the way around. Okay, yeah, they're gonna beat up your super dragon. That's a good point. Totally forgot about it.
Mambo number 6.
First attack. Oh, it's not disadvantaged. That's a 16 to hit.
It does unfortunately hit.
Okay. 7 damage on the first hit. You still have your reaction.
Yeah,
your
wait.
turn passed.
Question, Ruby. What is your HP? Is it looking bad?
It's 12.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my reaction. I'm not gonna do anything. He dies.
Okay. Super Dragon is no more. Which means that frees up one of them to fire a crossbow shot. Again, at disadvantage. I think Ruby's the closest target. Dara is the closest target. So I'm gonna fire into Dara. Again, they have not been doing good at hitting these at disadvantage.
Oh.
No. Whiffs completely. Crossbow breaks. Okay. That's those two. Suma. Stepping out.
Looming. Yep.
Okay. Suma's gone from this map. This guy. Gonna shoot Dara. That's gonna hit.
Holy shoot.
That's gonna hit.
It's
8
bound to
damage to
happen.
Dara. And she's gonna make a con save. Dara has a bit better con than Scruffles does, though.
She's a tough one.
It does have +3. So we're gonna roll it.
Oh,
Does not fail by
no,
5 or
it's not.
more.
No, it's not.
We were this. Also, she had Bless!
Yeah. Yo,
How'd you know
let's
that?
go, Blitz!
She's fine! Yeah. So she does take the 8 damage, but nothing more. She's looking pretty banged up, though. She's
Isn't
taken
she
a
poisoned?
lot.
That was a 12. She needed 13.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
poisoned, but not in a
Not sleeping. Yeah.
not sleeping, but she is poisoned. I believe so is Scruffles. They're both poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I believe they just have disadvantage on like attack rolls and saving throws. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's gonna be this mage in the back's turn. Suma and Zisha are safe. They are gone from here. They can move 30 feet. Out that way. What is the range to Scruffles? Have to. Yeah. Okay. So, Viv, you had healed Scruffles to 16.
Roughly what, 9?
After that, he took another. Where was it?
7.
7. So he's at 9 HP. This mage is going to cast Magic Missile at Scruffles. He can't dodge it. So, the first does 3. That's the first dart. Second dart, 5.
Question.
Yes.
Oh, well, it's more, I don't know if I'm allowed to, but... Yeah?
Shield? Oh, counterspell.
You can counterspell. 100%.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to.
It's 60 feet.
Ooh.
Well, no, we're not high up. I just don't know if I'm supposed to do it, like, I don't know when I'm allowed to do it.
You're not technically in range because you are 6.
No, I'm
You
not.
were flying.
We were flying down at...
You fell down.
Yeah.
You fell down. You can cast counterspell, so you do counterspell the magic missile.
Alright, not in
Hey,
my
wow.
house!
Are
Right
able
down.
to. Oh, that's a clutch
Lucky
one.
Lucky lads.
The lucky
Lucky
lads
lads.
remain aloft. for
Yeah,
just
whatever.
a
Honestly,
little
just the
bit
dog thing. I think that works.
longer.
Just the dog, yeah.
Yeah.
This one gonna move out to 30 feet this way.
And then he gets shot with the crossbow and still dies.
Fine, I'll counterspell next time. I got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I think would have to aim for Scruffles, right?
I mean, that seems to be the apparent option from everyone.
I targeted Dora a lot. To be fair.
It's fine. You can target Dora. It's okay.
I think this is still a disadvantage because 20 feet, and then you're at least. Are you like base level? How high are you?
5 feet above. We were 65. We fell 60.
Then this is not a disadvantage. This is just gonna hit.
Yeah.
Or this is just gonna be a roll. The 21.
He's
That's
not
9
gonna
HP.
He's not gonna do any damage.
Only 3.
And then we're gonna save.
And this is such an easy save.
This is
Literally
such
just
an easy save.
7 or higher. Come on.
It's an easy save.
It's so easy.
Again, 1d20 plus 2. I
mean-
think because he's poisoned, he has disadvantage though.
That's true. That's true.
Probably.
This is a hard
Probably,
save.
yeah.
This is a very hard save.
First one saves.
This is-
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Second
Dude,
one?
no, dude, he's got it. It's
Oh,
so
yo,
easy.
my man!
It's
My
easy.
man
It's so
going
easy.
through it!
Scruffles, you watch as
Built different.
missiles fizzle out. Crossbow sinks into his flesh. You see he goes, "You chose me, master. I will not fail you." And just powers through the poison and whoom,
I got your
actually
back, you got mine!
puts on another burst of strength and floats upwards. You guys are almost out. We just have a couple more attacks to get through.
By the way, I just checked. Poisoned is only attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, he was
Yeah,
fine.
I wasn't sure either, but yeah.
Great. So this one has 30 feet, which means this one's magic missile is going to go to Dara.
Man, imagine all that. Oh,
If Dara goes down before he does, let's see. Dara took 16 damage and then another 8 damage. So that's 24 damage. Dara is much more robust than Scruffles is. Scruffles had 30 HP. Dara had 35. Has 35. So, she's taken 24. She had 35. She has 11 HP left. Magic Missile, first level. Has to high roll a decent amount to drop Dara here. Let's see.
yeah. That's a low roll.
5.
That's
Not a
low
good
roll.
start.
That's a 4.
That's a low
Still a
roll.
bad start.
That's a low roll. That's a low roll.
They get a 1. They get a 1. Easy. 2 damage. Okay.
Shit.
14 damage to Dara. Missiles pulse out. Could have been at you, honestly. I could have aimed at you. But hits Dara. Dara, you feel her in your head. I'm sorry, Madam Ruby. Dara begins to go into a downslide. She has lost all her hit points. You are in a tailspin going down, but it is your turn, Ruby.
I give her a healing potion. Would that revive her?
You can heal her with the spell as well.
I have no more spell slots.
0-0.
Oh, that's harsh.
0,
I
0,
have
0.
just have 2 level 3 spell slots left. So
You have you have spell slots though, right?
She
Do
has
have-
2 level 3s.
This is
If
the-
you have a healing potion, now would be the time.
You do what you think you need to do.
You can use your action to force a healing potion on her.
that's the best move. I think I need to save. I don't know what's happening later. Okay, so
Mass
I'll-
healing word by chance?
Yeah, I do.
Mass healing word?
No, I don't.
Okay. No, never mind.
Okay, I will
Okay.
just look for a healing potion. What is that?
2d4 plus
was
2.
it a regular one? 2d4 plus 2, or I'm not sure what level you had.
It's a greater healing potion.
4d4 plus 4.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that.
Yo, melt into stone is gonna come up later, guys.
Honestly?
Yeah, nah.
11.
No.
You
Wow.
heal Dara, right before you hit the ground. Boom! The potion kicks in, and she's able to take flight once more, and you are able to use your movement to pass out from the map as well. Alok, your move.
Alok?
Is it?
Alok, I'm letting you know right now. There's one more guy left. That before
this
my
guy.
turn.
This
Alok.
guy right here.
And he's already
Uh,
slightly damaged.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I can kill though. I don't do that much damage without sneak attack.
You watched a pseudo dragon do this to him. Look at his health.
That's true. That is true. But I also don't do a lot of damage on sneak attack. There's no way I can hide, right? Like, there's no. I don't see a way I can hide.
There's no way you can hide
Yeah.
on top of.
So, can I do steady aim?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll steady aim. So I do get the advantage, which is nice. But do I get disadvantage from being on the bat with a bow?
No, fuck that. No.
Okay.
This is Scruffles right now. He's going
Wait,
in.
why did that auto roll damage? That's weird.
8 damage.
I shouldn't do that.
Zoom. Boom. This guy drops 17 damage, right?
Yeah.
You didn't need the full 17, but boom.
8 would have done it.
As he lifts it up, drops back dead. However, this is a kill.
I'm fully aware. Pretty sure I've killed already, haven't I?
Yeah, but you know, we've been talking about
Automatons
it.
count.
We've been talking
Yeah.
about it. Gallet, it is your turn. You can now safely use your regular movement, but if you want to take a pot shot before you go, you can.
I want to so badly, but now that I know that action is required for dash, that's just asking for trouble, and these guys worked hard enough. Great shot, Alok! Great job, everyone! Let's get out of here!
It was great.
Okay.
But can I do something on the way out? Where,
You think it's okay?
I aim at the magic guy, and it looks like I'm about to shoot him, but I'm just like, I wanted to see that I'm like really stumbling, and I just can't. Like, it's all gotten to be that electricity. I'm looking rough.
Okay.
And then I leave.
Got it.
You don't have to fake it.
Oh yeah, it's easy to fake, but
All escape from this corner of the swamp and begin heading down this way. Badly damaged, bruised, most of you. Your mounts having sustained injuries. Most of them, anyway, half of them have. Perhaps, I don't know if Alok and Gallet remember this in the rush of things, but they did hear reinforcements coming from this direction as well.
Yeah.
Just further behind.
yeah.
So, I think we're gonna run everything that happens next time. As
By the way, I
it is
didn't-
already. Yeah.
I just want to let you know, since we were able to dash, we're 100 feet up now.
Okay. I'm gonna go as high up as possible.
And also, do
You'll
not
probably be able to. Yeah.
do not forget, there is now an imp invisible by the pit.
Okay.
That is
Invisible
intentional.
By the pit. Got it. And I think the book probably came with as well.
It moves way slower than us. It's like
Yeah.
20 feet around or something.
Yeah, it's just lagging behind. I don't know if you played the new Pokemon, but like.
Yeah, the
when you have
Pokemon
them
following
walk
you.
around,
Yeah.
They take so long to catch up to you. It's like pretty funny.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
Wait, so does it follow me?
It does. Well, I guess you'd have to consciously.
you have to move it as a bonus action.
But I just
So.
think it's funny to imagine it like slowly trying to catch up to you. By the time it gets to you, you're actually going the opposite direction and you pass it.
Imagine if
Um,
we did not care and, well, like, Ruby just threw the Shadow Stones. Imagine! That would have been
Yeah.
something.
I mean,
Not
I
if
think
these.
as you saw, they didn't have a lot of health.
Yeah. Or, you know, if
so-
Suma had a certain spell.
I think you can see that like, you guys have AOE access to AOE. You know what I mean? The idea was to throw waves at you. You have to use your AOE to kill. But fleeing is also an interesting option, and we will see what happens with that next
May not
time
be the
around.
most efficient.
I have
Um,
ideas, y'all.
Hmm.
I have ideas.
I'm letting
I'm
y'all-
so scared.
I'm letting y'all know I'm basically just tapped. Like, I'm tapped, like even a short rest. I have one hit dice. So I'm just letting y'all know. Long day.
Yeah.
Long day.
Yeah.
We could do a rest. That would be great. if
No,
we-
I don't. We cannot get a long rest, and there's no. He's gonna get here and probably
Oh,
get through.
just a short rest. Just like
He
we'll
definitely-
take back
With the imp watching, we might be able to pull it off. But they probably can hear your thoughts, like, "Oh, they're going here. They're going here. I know
Yeah.
where they are at all times."
knock me unconscious.
Well, do we still have to knock all the bats unconscious too?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go meld into stone. I'm gonna melt into the earth elemental. Wait, he has stone.
Yo,
in
that
him,
would
right?
be
I'm
sick.
pretty sure it has to
That'd
be.
be cool. Mhm.
Can you? Actually, maybe you can. I don't know.
That would be hype.
I don't know how it
fucking
works.
allow
that-
it. And then you like appear on top of it and like pilot like a mech. Just like hell yeah.
Wait, that's actually sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that's the session. How do y'all feel?
Oh, this was a lot.
Hard. It's hard.
Really hard.
I'm not smart
Ruby's-
enough. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is good.
I should have said something cool with the counter spell. I regret it. Oh, well,
we have
next
very
time.
many options, so
I have an idea, but I don't want to say it because Chino is here and he'll plan for.
But you see,
Spoiler
Well,
alert.
I feel like that's the point
Yeah.
because
Appropriate in this instance, I guess.
yeah, I
but-
feel like that
Yeah.
should be the case.
Suma, literally all the plans Suma can make, Chino automatically
I
gets to
know.
know.
Yeah,
Oh,
and prepare
that's
for it.
true.
So
I don't know that I really foiled any plans in this instance.
Because the two people that you because we're not going with their plans because we can't, and the two people that
like we're not.
I guess Scal makes plans.
I have 4 plans on my notes
There it is.
right now,
Yeah.
and there's one that's real bad. There's one that's like, it's sort
Like
of
drink a
screw.
potion and mess up your stats bad.
Well, hold on. I mean, your stats, yeah, your poison's worse, but I'm gonna say perception's way more important if we're gonna find the guy. So, you know,
Yeah.
it could pay off. I mean, hey, having the bless on Dara sort of paid off. Every single
It did.
roll Tara technically did bake without it. But,
what if she didn't?
But it was cool.
like, it could have not gone that way.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
she's
they make her.
MVP for me is Scruffles. Gotta
For sure.
give him a shout out.
Oh,
Ruffles
he
put in
did
some
so
work.
good.
Ruffles
That's-
put in some work.
That little tyke. You know, I usually want to ask for us, but this time I gotta ask for him. Did Scruffles level up?
Scruffles for sure leveled up.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Scruffles is a
Um,
level 2 yum bat now.
Good.
Nice.
Good. Yeah, that was
Every
too
time-
close. Each
Every time a yum bat levels up, they get an extra M, so it's yum bat.
Yum.
mm.
Man, that level 20 old guy just. Oh, that's a yum.
Yum.
Man, if he's only level 2, let's like switch trade him with the Illithid so he levels up more.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do some grinding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm sorry if it seems like a lot, but
No, it's fine. It should be.
Oh no,
It's fun.
it was a lot, but also like, whew, that was fun, but also, whew, that was harsh.
It makes me feel better as a martial character because I don't really run out of my ability to do stuff. So,
Yeah, how,
hey, spellcasters, how you doing?
how pretty you looking, Alok? Well, you're the one we can't see, so are you looking all right?
No, my health isn't looking good at all.
Oh,
I
okay.
will have
That
I
one
will say
head.
that internally in my head, I had balanced this around like everything that you fought has had relatively low HP, right? Like it didn't take many hits to kill the specters, the mind wraiths.
Nah.
It didn't take many hits to kill. Alok would have like nearly one shot that other guy, and that's not even like a high sneak attack roll. You know what I mean? My thought was that, oh, okay, there's gonna be a confrontation somewhere. They're gonna have waves on all sides because the mind player can do that, and then they're gonna have to like just fight through the waves while conserving their resources for the final fight. Because you guys bought fireball beads and you guys have shatterstone.
Oh, shit, we have
fireball
those.
beads?
You have fire. You bought like.
I think
3,
Ruby
right?
has them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm like in my head, I'm like.
I'm not using it.
You have
Yeah.
AoE resources, and that's what I kind of balanced it around. But that's not how it worked out. So we're
He's so unlike us.
Well, I mean, like it feels like there's something also going on around with y'all not wanting to kill, which I understand. These seem to be people
Mhm.
that just got sort of screwed over.
And of course, Alok's the only one that did, so he's gonna be going through some major copium.
Yes, good.
Do you think he's okay? Do
This is
you think he's sleeping, right?
I don't think we're.
That's
any
canon.
of
He's
us-
asking that to Gallet. He is asking Gallet.
open hole.
If I could have taken the shot, I would.
Radiant energy.
No, he fell asleep. It's fine. Yeah, it's
But
gonna be rough.
in a way, this was so much more. This was also very. I think what I had in mind was very cinematic. Of like, I had it. In my head, it would happen in this map as well. Like in the crater, you're in the center. I drew you to the middle on purpose so that you would be beset on all sides by waves. And in my head, you're like, I guess, kind of all like back to back to back to back to borrow a meme and like fighting off like waves of these things. But in a way, it's also very compelling to like have like all like the mindless hordes like chase after you as you're like making your escape, like just like slinging what they can as you try to get away as unharmed as possible. Was kind of exciting. Also,
It was super cool if you think about like how it all played out. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
yeah,
It was-
there's
And like
like
unintentionally, yeah.
yeah, there's like the feather fall was cool. The counter spell was fucking cool. And I think that it is in character that you guys left. I think it is in character. I think that I was trying to force a hard decision of like, will you find a way to kill all these people, or like try not to kill all these people, or like will you like sacrifice them in order to get to the Illithid, force him to come to you? And I guess this was the other option of like, let's just try to find him and not fuck with his army. You have to imagine that a decent amount of them are like converging on this location, and it may take time for them to get to his location.
Also, I know it looks bad, guys. I know it looks bad. Think about how weak these guys are. Think about the weapons they use, and I'm just saying, I think that golem's still doing stuff. I mean, like, we also think about,
That was
like,
my hope.
like, also the Illithid, like, unless he's dealing with the golem personally, I think the Illithid would have set some of his top, like, he set 2 mages at least here.
Yeah.
So I don't think that he's protecting his people too specific.
Alok killed so many people today. Because he brought the elemental here.
Oh, yeah, that's true, and that does
He
fall
did.
upon
I
you.
can't wait for him to unpack that.
I
Yeah.
don't think he
That's gonna be
unpacks.
my favorite scene.
I don't think Alok unpacks. I think he bottles it up.
The bottle's gotta
Journals.
burst sometime.
Just journals.
He really hasn't had much to bottle up, I don't think. I feel like this is like... I don't know. I think it's different. We'll see how it plays out. Probably after the fighting.
Hey, but good news. Also, another good news. I'm just trying to find like good news in all of this badness because it's looking pretty bad. Technically, I still have 2 other familiars.
When there's a familiar, there's a way, you know?
Yeah, when the also that imp's only going to be there for like an hour, so that sort of sucks. But
Well, that's the hour we take our short rest.
yeah, honestly,
I've hit dice.
honestly, yeah.
Although I don't think we get away with it. How are we gonna hide for an hour? I don't know.
We can get far away for the hour. That's the. These guys don't seem that fast. Like on feet.
Yeah, they're not super
I have
fast.
an idea. I'll
Should I say
But I
my
have an
idea?
idea.
I mean,
feel
Suma,
like-
if Suma had the idea pop up in the head, yeah.
I promise I won't like galaxy brain and plan ahead for it in a way that would be
No,
super unfair.
I know. I'm thinking we have kind of a head start if we just fucking bolt and get far enough away that we can stall them for 11 minutes. I can make a hut.
Question.
We just get
Do we
high
all-
as they can't reach us.
Do
If
we
we,
all?
if we do the 100 feet,
What was that, Ruby? Fifth?
if we just go all the way to the ceiling, just stay there
See, I was thinking that, but how do we stay there?
with our.
How or do you think the bats can fly for an hour holding us?
Probably.
I don't know.
I was gonna say I could try to send shadow like around the outside to see if there's like any outlet inside the wall that we can hide in.
You know, tiny hut would do that. It's not affected by gravity. It just stays where it was cast. So if you flew up into the air and then cast it, like it would just be in the
Double
air.
force.
as
But
a
there's still like
sphere.
I don't think it makes a floor though,
around
does it?
and above you. Well,
Oh,
around
although it does say dome, not sphere.
it says dome of force around and above. So it depends on what you mean by around.
I imagine-
it would just be like this. It would be shut at the bottom.
But would there be a floor? I don't think, because it's not like a physical wall. You can pass through it if you're allowed to. So we wouldn't be able to stand on it. We would just fall.
You'd
through
have
it.
to invert the bottom and make it so that we can't enter the bottom.
Yeah, you'd have to just make the dome upside down, and we just sit on top of it.
Oh, yo, actually, what
But
if...
then,
judgmental.
but here's the problem: is Suma has to stay inside of it, so Suma's the one that
Ah.
falls.
No, okay. We either super
We hold
glue
on.
or rope Suma to a
Yeah, there you go.
stalactite. And
Oh
then...
my god.
Yes, there it is. There it is.
No.
And at
Oh
the
my
very
God.
Just
least...
dangle Suma for the whole hour.
Yeah, I mean...
That sounds good. No, well, okay, but it's 8 hours. It's 8 hours, so we could get a long rest.
Well, we don't have that time. He might be able to get the portal and go there.
Yeah,
right?
we'd have our best
And
chance.
then Portia will just kill him and it's fine. No.
I mean,
It
Or
is
short
true.
rest, whichever.
my
one.
questions are, like... First of all, can he even open it on his own, period? Can he even? With, like, let's say a year's time, I'll assume, yeah. But I think he really needs a lock for this.
Well, okay, so if you brought us here, what do these creatures do? Are they here to kill us? Or are they here to bring us back conscious? What are they here for, right? The way they were attacking,
I mean, they're definitely
I don't know.
definitely aiming to kill.
I mean, the mages maybe, but the Drow maybe just. bring us to
I
sleep.
will point out. I mean, yeah, actually, no, that's nothing because Alok is usually not targeted. So that is nothing really. But there's a lot to think of over the break. I'll make
I
some more
also
plans.
wanted to bring something up to y'all. I don't know if this is gonna be okay. I'm just pitching this. I have to work late for most of February, basically.
Oof.
Which means on any given day there is a chance that I might not be able to do a session. It's possible. Sometimes I've been having these I've had this when I had to work late, but I can just do the session and then go, or like I can finish really early and then like don't have to stay that late, and then like usually I have to like do the session and then just like work afterwards. But just to minimize that possibility, would you guys be down to play 4 times in January and then take 2 off weeks in February? Is that reasonable for people?
Yeah, whatever works best for you. It's
Yeah,
not-
that works for me.
I wouldn't
So,
want
like,
you to overwork or anything, no.
Like skip an off week this week and then have 2 off weeks in February, so I can just be like, hey, this Wednesday no go, but yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay, yeah.
That's fine.
I
Makes
don't want
sense
you
to
to
me.
be working like 60-hour weeks and then like, oh, I gotta do D&D, and then go back to work.
I don't
I've done
know
it
how
on
tiring.
multiple occasions. I've done it multiple times. You just don't
Yeah.
know. Or I guess sometimes I say. Sometimes I'm like,
Yeah.
well, now I'm here.
I don't know how tiring your job is, but I've noticed that 3 hours of D&D DMing is way more tiring than like 16 hours at work. It's a lot of work, and
it can.
you put in more work than I do, so you must be fucking exhausted just from a single
That's
session.
what you think. I don't do anything. I just make maps sometimes. Sometimes. Thank you though. Yeah, I'm hoping I won't have to do it. It's pretty variable. I don't think I've ever had to cancel a session due to working late. I've almost always been able to just go to work afterwards. I just want to have that as a possibility because I just thought of that idea. I could have done it earlier, but it just feels like, oh, I could just do this instead. Also, February is only 4 weeks, so that's nice.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
I might also just ask
Whatever
people to
works,
cover
man.
for me. I'm trying to get as many people to cover for me Wednesday, Thursday as possible. It's just I'm waiting on a couple things, and so I just want to make sure that it's cool. Also, I think this arc will feel more satisfying if we play it all the way through.
Oh yeah, for
Because
sure. I actually thought
the
this was
next-
gonna be one of the final episodes of it. Like
Of the
I
season?
Yeah, I was for sure
yeah.
thinking we would face the big guy today and then do
Yeah,
Portia next
I was
week,
ready
but
for it.
It didn't pan
But
out that way.
I do prefer it this way because this is all. I like the
Way more
feeling
climactic.
more of just like there is a much more storytelling type of way where like the one you were saying like we're back to back fighting and it's looking so close. But this one's just like when you play an open world game and you're like I'm gonna bust through that wall and I'm gonna run and like we'll see where that goes instead. Like it's a lot more messy.
Yeah, so this is a lot messier, but actually maybe I don't know, it feels like a tone shift a little bit. That's what it feels like to me.
Well, definitely on the
Like-
run.
Yeah, this feels like the first time you've really been on the back foot in any situation. For the most part, you guys are either able to avoid conflict, able to just pretty handily defeat conflict. There have been some close calls, but this is the first time where I've ever seen you guys like have to escape from somewhere, and then now have to be like, oh, we're depleted, we're like hurt, and we still have a job to do, which also feels interesting. And maybe from a character perspective of like we've been mostly W's so far,
Yeah,
right?
we've been
no
winning.
L's to speak of.
We've been winning.
This is maybe the first
Yeah.
form of an L. But it's more like losing a battle to win the war is probably what it feels like. But still,
Did you
it
say
feels like
L?
losing.
Lucky Bros.
Lucky lad.
The Lucky Bros.
Is this what we're doing?
Lucky lads.
Is this the
It
wolf?
could be either or.
So I was doing like pinky up and ring finger out, and then it's hard to see, but like there's
okay.
an L
So the middle
here,
finger is like sideways,
an
right?
L here. Yeah, I mean you could do this too, I guess, but that just looks kind of weird.
I fuck with it. I like it.
Also, we're very adamant, at least I am, of proving Portia wrong that we can run from fate. We totally can. We're running right now. We're going to continue running, and it's going to work.
I have
This
some
is
words
fate.
for that lady. I cannot wait.
Oh, yeah, no, she... Making us...
Aylock
go
has
through
words
all-
she'll never speak.
That lady deserves to be drop
It's
kicked.
really so bad if he finds her. Like, she can handle him.
Well, yeah, she's just being.
Just let him go to her,
Guys,
and then she
guys.
can fuck him up.
What if we just leave? What if we just
That's what I-
leave?
Just fuck off.
That's what I thought Sumo was gonna say. Like, let's just keep writing. Like, get out of here.
But she is testing us, and we do need her help.
Do
So
we need her help?
honestly, I don't really know why we're here.
We have,
I know she was involved in the old stuff, but like, what's she gonna bring?
We have questions for her. Maybe she'll be able to
but
help us, but like she's not
I'm
necessary.
sure Ayla asked all the questions already, right? He had valuable time to ask her questions. I'm sure he asked all of them.
Let's just help. Yeah, probably. He probably did. Especially because we had that whole like campfire sit down where everyone told me their questions and I forgot all of them, and then I got there and I was like, we'll just do it after.
It seems like the more pertinent thing here is the illithid instead of the grandma. Am I alone here? Am I alone in thinking
Yeah,
that the grandma is like actually rather low stakes? It's the illithid problem. Because if we ignore this thing, it's gonna be bad. We know it's
Man, what's
gonna
he gonna
get-
do?
Oh,
What if we
yeah,
just help
yeah.
him?
All he
Let's just
wants
bring
to
him there.
do is
Why
build
don't we
a
just
little
join him?
kingdom that survives the apocalypse, where he's in control of every person in it. Is that
How
so
is that
bad?
so bad?
When you say like
That's what he's saying.
yeah,
That's what
but
he's saying.
I don't trust that he wants to do his own little thing and not do anything. I don't trust that. A guy like that, he's got
Come on.
conqueror tendencies. I don't believe that you ain't got conqueror
No,
tendencies.
no. It's
Although
fine.
Aylock was like, I bet he's working with the Red Wraith.
Yeah, that too has stuck in my mind.
That was confirmed at some point, wasn't it?
I believe Portia agreed to it. I
Yeah,
don't know
Portia
if
said it, I think.
Portia was like, I bet that's already the case.
I
Might be worth
Also-
noting that he does have access to mist-based powers. That
I'm sure
Aylock
that's
doesn't
nothing
really have.
convenient.
Well, Chino, it's not red. So like if we think, so he just has more. I mean, we've seen a lot of mist-based things. Like
Maybe
Alock's
it'll-
got it, I've got it, the Red Wraith's got
It'll
it.
turn red later. Have you thought about that?
This was the fake mist, the illusion one,
Oh,
right?
that's true. It's transparent when he's there in person. It becomes red.
It may or may not be. I won't say that. Never mind.
We'll see. We'll find out.
Have we
Oh,
thought
yeah.
about the pitcher plants being the place where he is? That seems very protected.
That
Well,
would be
okay, but there's a
delicious.
lot of them.
Well, hold
Oh.
up, hold up. Okay, let's
Let's
think
say-
about this logically. These pitcher plants have eyesight, right? That means they have some kind of nervous system to detect things, correct? That means they have some sort of mental faculties to a degree, possibly.
I believe
So-
last time he confirmed they do not.
No, hold up, but they might. So what?
Okay.
What I'm saying is, we scoop out all the toxic poison and all that, and we all get in one, and we use it as pods to sleep in.
Remember when Tylen, not Gallant, was like, I love, because when you're inside, the walls are made of acid, so you actually have to jump out. And they start eating it, and there's a lid that closes, and he was real excited about it. That's what he wants to lure you into right now.
Our options
It was
are
also
pretty
confirmed
dire.
last session that they
Are you
do
a
not
cat person
think.
right now?
Well, hold on. What if it wasn't? Did you think about that?
overall, yeah, the
Brian?
biology of these things have
What?
not been fully...
No.
I mean, maybe Shino lied. I don't know.
they have a nervous system... Well,
But you said that like it's a natural instinct. It's not like they're like sentient and like I'm gonna attack it. It's like
Yeah.
the sensory goes off and it naturally goes off. They naturally
yeah,
attack.
that is
or
what I
whatever.
said. That is what I said. Post-session, yeah. I did say that.
But how much sentience do you need for him to detect it? Is my question.
I don't think he can't read their minds.
I think
It
it's a
doesn't have
brain.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have thoughts.
Nah.
It's just biological processes.
So you're saying that he's not constantly bombarded by like tardigrades?
No, he's not.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And plants can't talk to each other.
Speaking of, not plants, but have we seen any
Okay.
natural wildlife down here? Like any?
No, not really.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, there was those frogs. Yeah.
There are some frogs
That's
in the outer
true.
swamp.
That's true.
Yeah.
One must imagine the frogs are outcast from even the outcast society.
Yeah, that's... What can you do?
It's a little tragic.
Frogs got it rough, man.
Okay, well,
GG.
that's the session.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't too bleak. In my head, it
Nah,
was. Nah,
It's the Underdark. It's supposed to be bleak.
Yeah.
It's- everything's
We were
great.
expecting this arc to be a bit more.
Okay, I'm glad. Don't worry.
If,
the
if
next
it wasn't
arc-
bleak, if it was the same as the last arc, then where's the fun in that?
tonally, where are we going?
Yeah.
The Castlevon arc is just gonna be a bunch of gnomes, so that's gonna be
Let's
super
go.
fun. Or I guess it could be a Far Isles arc next.
Ooh.
Depends on where you get.
No, we got to keep going in the perfect counter.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Far Isles
clockwise.
is. I don't know. Let me remind y'all.
Is it?
What the map looks like.
Well, guys, I guess we're going to Far Isles.
Oh, it is. I thought Far Isles was.
What is there?
Oh, I was thinking
to
the Twin
do
Isles.
there? There's nothing to do there. We should.
Fun side quests.
Is the Twin Isles the one that our
Is
one shot was
up
on?
Here.
Aye,
Yes. We've
Okay.
had one here, and one in the Halloween dimension.
Yeah, that's actually in the Far Isles.
It's okay. Alok will open that portal and we can go there.
Yeah, there you go. We got that.
I don't remember what my character sounded like. So
Also,
He's
this
gonna
is...
to the Halloween dimension or to the Twin Isles?
the Halloween dimension.
Oh yeah.
unrelated.
Yeah.
Unrelated, I watched Encanto.
Oh, you did?
It's a pretty
It's
good
so
film.
good.
Was I alone in feeling like the third act was lacking something? Am I alone?
I think he was lacking in songs, actually.
Yeah, I really wanted to hear Carmilla and Carmillo maybe, the shapeshifter and the girl that listens to things really well. I really wanted to hear more from them. I loved We Don't Talk About Bruno. Really good.
Yeah. Best song.
That's a
and I probably.
Bop.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the songs were bops. I could have stood for another song or two that were sung by the characters diegetically sung. But Dos Oruguitas is also a banger, and it made me feel things. So we
That's
did get
good.
that.
Okay.
Um,
Just wanted to bring that one up.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, gotta go. with that.
Great though.
Next
Looking forward to
week.
next week and the week after that. We get 4.
Yeah, hopefully we can close out this arc on a happy
We're
note.
gonna close it with a level up, for God's
We're gonna close it with a TPK.
Oh my
Woo!
God.
I mean, this
Aw.
is a
TPK.
level up angle if I've ever seen one.
If we all die, I expect us to still level up in death.
There it is. At least
That'd
the
be an
bats level up.
interesting way to that'd be fun actually. To have you guys like,
Oh,
kinda
nice.
crawl back from the dead.
Oh, that would be
You
yo.
have to fight Xandus at the end.
It's
Just
a
me
pri-
in
it's
the
a
road.
prison escape.
Or evil party, we join the Red Wraith.
True. Or okay, say yes to Aramis, and you just get to chill on the Reaper forever.
Wait.
I own the Reaper.
It's worse.
course I
Somehow
would.
that's worse.
You have the bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he kept it. Okay.
Nah, it's mine.
No,
Nice.
Alan has it.
I want to chill on my ship.
This part of the story is kind of bleak, I guess.
I like it.
Yeah,
Different.
No,
Okay.
Hey, it means that there's more tension.
Hey man, when we have the Feywild arc right after this, and it's a
Yeah.
complete different, you know, it's gonna be crazy.
Well, it's gonna be scarier if it because like the Feywild can be scarier.
Nah, we'll just pretend it's fine.
Right?
Fairies, yay!
Yeah, they're not.
It justifies
Don't
Ruby
worry.
though in not wanting to go ex-Playa. She's
Yeah.
like, guys, these guys
Palea?
some bricks place. Like we don't want to go here.
We could have gone to your hometown, but you're like, nee, 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 so we went this way.
Definitely
We're
in
not going
character.
there.
We could have done that
Palea
shit
is-
If
first.
we
It
did,
work.
everything would be nice. We'd be sitting, like, we'd be chilling
Nah,
at your parents'
nah.
house, eating cookies by the campfire. Be
Palea
nice.
sucks all around. There is nothing good in Palea other than my man Scruffles.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the
Palea
Locky
sucks.
arc
Agreed.
so depressing. I'm gonna make the Locky arc.
No,
Yo.
but the Lucky is so
Bleakest of
like,
all.
but Lucky is so just simple. It's like, you
Simple
know,
and
it's
clean.
boring. We're supposed to go there and we'll be like, really? After all the adventures we've gone on, this place sucks. It's like,
What is that? Armored snail? Oh, I guess we gotta kill some slimes or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, send us
Oh,
on a
man.
slime killing quest when we're level 10.
we gotta go kill a bear or something. Dang.
Oh no! There's goblins in the woods.
We still have those winged women after us. I totally forgot.
All right.
Oh yeah, the combat that you dodged that one time.
Just
Yeah.
playing a
It
level
won't come back. It's fine.
playing a level 20 campaign, but you can't get any jobs but the crappy goblins and slimes. Like you just
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
get ahead in life.
Your mom's on the phone like, "What are you doing with your life?" Like,
Ma, after I killed the Red Wraith, it just job opportunities went away. You think I'd get something? I can cast a wish.
have you tried going door to door and handing out your CV?
It's not how
Oh
it
God,
works,
no.
Ma.
What do you mean they only take applications by sending?
Ugh.
Keep up with the times, dude.
Anyway. God, please don't remind me of all the other shit that's happening simultaneously, because sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Don't
I'm
Don't
like,
remind me. I live in
It's a
ignorant
lot.
bliss. Great.
I'm like, oh, I have to remember what all these people are up to. While the entire, presumably the whole Reaper crew is like getting character development on the boat, like off screen, and I don't know what's happening with any of them. So that's gonna be fun. Tink
I'm
is
sure
finding
you
out
got
that
it.
Lagana was destroyed.
Yeah, that's
Um,
pretty harsh.
Aw.
And also, you have to keep in mind of
Did you have to
everyone else
prioritize
that's
you?
like
Yeah, tell Mela.
like our other campaigns. So like we're still being searched by those other swamp people. You have to keep all of this
Hey.
in mind.
I don't know, Liz. When we were getting that second one shot with them, with those
In
goofballs.
February when we have an off week.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, do that. I'll be sad, but I'll,
I don't think our
Yeah.
other. I don't think the one shot I did. I don't know if those characters are relevant at all anymore. So,
The twins are canonically relevant.
Oh, definitely.
Don't talk about 3 like that.
True.
How do you talk about my man
Yeah.
Steve? My man Steve going to
True.
go high. I believe
That's true.
in him.
Paul is plot relevant, so that's all I have to say about that.
Ooh. Ah,
Gotta log off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
me
should
too.
go for realsies.
Good night, y'all.
Lucky lad.
Lucky lads, let's go.